It feels like I'm about to get screwed. My heart is easily misled.
My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Yes. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure many of you have got questions to ask me about how I felt following this weekend's fantastic football action. All I can say is this. Yeah. The Liverpool team deserved it. Because they had no respect for Aston Villa. Absolutely zero respect for Aston Villa. And Aston Villa came out and slapped them across the face the way they deserved it. So Aston Villa played really well. Liverpool is just defending really badly. I mean, yesterday was like a case of you could make a call. You could write a story about the lost art of defending in Europe based on just 2 games. United's defeat, where there was no spirit of one for all and all for one. If Luke Shaw goes attacking, Matic and Pogba just go like, okay, let's leave the left flank alone. If anybody slips in, it's not my problem, it's Luke Shaw's problem. So yeah. And then as far as Liverpool was concerned, lax defending. They play a high line. I've said it many times before. You play a high line of engagement, a high pressing game. You play with the offside trap. You're always gonna have problems because teams are just gonna attack you. Those teams that are bold enough are gonna attack. And every single case where Liverpool and City have lost have been against teams that have done that. So it was just like you're just waiting for it to happen, and it happens. And I keep talking about it, right? I've been talking about it for the last few months. Now, Liverpool are in the same group as Atalanta in the Champions League. If Liverpool play like this against, even if Liverpool played 50% better, right, they're still going to lose to Atalanta. Because Atalanta are a committed team, right? They have a very fluid forward attacking formation. They go 3-4-1-2, 3-4-2-1. They were going to give Liverpool a lot of problems. They're going to be a banana skin waiting to be slipped on. And Liverpool are going to fall flat on their faces when they do that. So yeah. Hey, I'm fine, man. Dominique, how are you? I think Villa deserved it. If I was a Villa fan, I'd be very proud of Villa. Because they went out there and they played this is the way I want to play my football when I'm an underdog. If you sit back and do passive defending for 90 minutes, you're just going to ask for trouble. So don't be passive, be aggressive, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, Liverpool tried the press, they tried to break them down. Their PPDA for the day was like something like 4, which indicates that they were trying to prevent Aston Villa from developing a lot of their play. But Aston Villa were quick out of the blocks as well. Ollie Watkins had a phenomenal game. This is the thing about the Liverpool defenders on the day. When I looked at the team, they deserved it. I mean, one could say, if Alisson had been there, maybe things would have been different. No, I think if Alisson had been there, we'd have still lost. We can't just go and say, you can't lay the blame on one player. It's 11 players play the game of football, not one person, right? So, no. Lackadaisical is the best way I can describe Virgil van Dijk yesterday. Joe Gomez seemed to be distracted for some reason. So the offside trap isn't working. I mean, I keep screaming, right? The offside trap is... I used to... Look, guys, seriously, anybody who's played as a winger before knows how fun the offside trap is to beat, right? Okay, so please, if you're really fast, you want them to play the offside trap. All you need is another player down there who can go really fast. Hey, Lord Midichlorian, how are you, man? I got on time. Smash on the money. Spurs gonna win the league. Spurs, this is what we want to see, right? Spurs played so well yesterday. Come on. There are people out there that are claiming all kinds of things, right? Okay. I mean, okay. Would it have made a difference if we had our first choice keeper. Maybe. Would it have made a difference if Jordo Hendo was playing? Maybe. You see the lineup, the midfield lineup on the day itself. Like we had Gini Wijnaldum, Naby Keita, and Fabinho. Right. People are just going to point the fingers at them as well. And look, you just can't point the fingers at one player. You got to point the fingers at the whole team. Right. When you want to play that kind of... The way they played yesterday was just shambolic. I went through the numbers. I went to looked at the numbers today, and I just, after a while, I didn't want to look at the numbers anymore because you can. I'm not going to tactically break it down. No point. I mean, Gabby Hall said it best, right? He had no respect for Villa, and they deserved the defeat, man. Oh, Tim Clare! With a sticker, the first one on the stream. Holy Claire, thank you very much. Holy Claire. Did I just say Holy Claire? Tim, thanks, man. Thanks. You love the Discord 442 stream? Yeah, we did the 442, right? And I did like 10 permutations over 442. Can you believe it? 10 permutations. I think it was 10, 7 or 8. I can't remember. I lost count after a while. And then I had to stop because I was getting a bit too... exotic with some of my 442s after a while. Hema? Oh yeah, man. I do it for you guys, right? Of course, naturally I do it for the money. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not one of those guys that goes out there, I do it for altruistic reasons. No, I'm not. I've been doing it to finance myself as well. But I do the videos because I think you guys they can help you guys. And a long time ago, a wise friend of mine once said, you should try and monetize your work because there are people who are going to support you. And I went like, okay, let's see what. And from that moment onwards, I suddenly realized that you guys out there actually believe in what I do, and that meant a lot. So I want to thank everybody for doing that. So whether it's watching my streams, liking my streams, becoming a member of the squad, joining my Discord, becoming a Patreon, I love you guys all the same. My mom's side of the family are Villa fans. They should be happy, but come on, Villa are playing well. Let's give credit where credit is due, right? I mean, you always talk about how badly these teams are playing, like United or Liverpool, but come on, give credit where credit is due. The other team played really well. To knock a team off its stride requires some effort. Liverpool it's not like Liverpool showed up on the day and went, okay, we're not going to play football today. We're just going to like close our eyes and pass the ball. That doesn't happen. So, Villa was good. I mean, this is what I've been saying since day one. The appearance of Bielsa in the Premiership is very, very important. It's a significant turning point. Ever since Bielsa showed up in the Championship, things have changed. I don't know how many of you have noticed this. But ever since Bielsa showed up, a lot of clubs have started thinking, maybe there's a way for the underdog to play. Maybe, just maybe, if we go out there and we slap the contender a few times, they get unsettled because they go, how dare you not show me the proper respect that I deserve? Pia, pia, pia. Oh shit, I've conceded 4 goals. That's exactly what's just happened. So yes, kudos to Villa. Everton are playing well. I mean, Villa, man. Last season, Villa was like hot odds-on favourite to go down. Now what are they? Undefeated, top of the Premiership. Hell, man. It's a great time to be a Villa fan. And get this right. Last season, Liverpool only narrowly beat Villa. Narrowly beat Villa. So if Liverpool went into that match and they had no respect for Villa, they deserved the defeat. Yeah. Well, you could say it's the manager, you could say it's the team. I mean, we can have this discussion all day long, right? Like when United, I mean, things at United are just shocking, man. I mean, last night I heard Patrice Evra talking, I heard Gary Neville talking, I heard former United players talking. I mean, I was like every single former. Louis Saha was on the verge of shouting expletives into the bloody television monitor. Yeah, I mean, it was like he said shit a couple of times, and that's not bad enough. I mean, like, I I would have loved to be in the same room with Roy Keane yesterday. Because the boys are just it's not just the players, it's in United's case it's the whole club as well. But hell, man, shit happens. Let's give credit where credit is due. The young boy, the underdogs deserved it. Okay, so West Ham again. Look at all these teams. Leicester going there, going, hey, we're gonna win. That's it. They lose. You see what happens right now in the Premiership. Ever since Bielsa showed up in England, teams are going. There is a way to take these top dogs down, and that man has taught us. So mark my words, football has changed. Hey, Ajo, welcome guys. Maguire, come on, Maguire is not a Harry Maguire is not 75. United has spent 195 million on the back line, and they still can't get it right. Yeah, it's more than just that. I mean, they have Brandon Williams, Luke Shaw, but you can't blame Maguire. You gotta look at Nemanja Matic and Paul Pogba. Yesterday, when the goal came down the left flank, when the move came down the left flank more than once, where was the covering midfielder? Paul Pogba was like one stride too slow 9 times out of 10. Yeah, they'll have to do more, right? They'll have to do more. Anyway, guys, what are we gonna do today? Very simple, right? So on today's show, we're gonna do the tactical challenge, right? But before we begin the tactical challenge, we have something to get out of the way. I received this Gamechanger episode from a guy called Ben on Twitch, right? So he's in some trouble, and I want to help him straight away because normally I do Gamechanger on the weekend on Twitch. I couldn't do it, so we're gonna do like a Gamechanger light version here. We're gonna very quickly look at this club and see what the situation is with the club and how we can help our friend Ben out. Now, Ben's team is this is the Ben's team, newly promoted into the Premiership, right? So last season they did pretty well. Let's customize this. Let's see what formation it was using the season before, because it's very important. If the season before you're using, normally it's very rarely can you change your formation, because you're not going to be able to get 11 new players to play an entirely new formation, right? So hang on a minute. How come I can't see your formation? Am I doing something wrongly? Customize this current view. Formation. Yeah, it's here, but it's not showing me the formation. I'm just gonna pick one. All right. Oh man, yeah, it's not every single. No wonder, not every single game. I can't view every single game, so that's out. All right, so let's come in here. All right, so this is bad, man. This season he's off to a really bad start. He's lost quite a few games. He's playing he's pipped for relegation. So let's do some quick analysis of the team, right? Okay, team report. He's playing a 4-4-2. Let's look at squad depth first. Okay, look, just this screen now tells me there's a lot of squad depth, right? But whether it's good squad depth or bad squad depth, you'll have to find out from here. Okay, all right. So okay, this is the quick and dirty way of doing it, but you guys should know 15 is number to beat. It's the Premiership, so I'm just doing this so that you can find out how you can, and this is one way for you to learn how to find out 15 is the number to beat. Okay, so let's look at jumping reach. These are defenders' physical attributes, right? So we've got strength, jumping reach here, 12. What's the best? 14.43. That becomes your number to beat. Why? Averages. They take the whole squad, so it pulls the number down. So you got to take the highest number. You can't take the average number and say, okay, fine. With 12, maybe we can be 13, we'll be fine. No, that doesn't work that way, because the squad is like a big squad, right? So, math, right? Averages, right? Okay, the bigger your pool and the lower your number is going to be. So you got to take the highest number. So it's going to be 15. All right, so here we've got a natural fitness. Screw that. Nobody's interested. We're looking at acceleration now. Fastest is Liverpool at 15, almost 16. So the number you want to reach is 15 if you want to be the best in the land. Okay, so this gives us the benchmark. The benchmark is 15 for attributes. This is a really fast way to find out. Okay, so we've done that. Now we go back to your squad, team report, and go back to your squad depth again. And now we look at the back line to see what kind of options you have. Okay, you got Lascelles, 50 for jump reach, puts him on the average. Okay, not particularly fast, good at reading the game. Semi-decent defender. Teamwork 15, positioning 15, work rate is a good defender, right? For you being able to get a player like him into your squad, that's really saying something. Then Hape. Hap, not very fast, can read the game again. Anticipation 30, not particularly great. Very average defender, probably below average for the Premier League because most of his numbers are below 15. So if you've got but he's great in the air, so he's like my Stephen Arthurbury. Remember Stephen Arthurbury from Gloucester City? I had a defender who only had jumping reach and hitting. That's all he had. So I stuck him in my team and we were able to do quite well. So this could be your Stephen Arthurbury. So you're gonna have to play him. Challenge when playing a player like this is, can you play the offside trap? Now, this is where I am not a big fan of the offside trap for slow teams. A lot of people will go out and say, you're a slow team, you should play the offside trap. But your numbers, your averages are below the league. So in terms of teamwork, work rate, in terms of anticipation, being able to read the run, being able to catch the play, nah. It's not going to work. Because faster players are always going to beat the offside trap and you're always going to be caught with balls over the top. And this is especially the case against wide and deep free kicks. So you're going to have to be very careful with this. What I like about him is that he's perfectly built for one style of football. Hoofball. He's going to kick he's got tries, long range passes and likes to switch the ball to the other flank. For a defender, that's kind of cool. So we could play him as a ball playing defender, get him to hoof the ball out. And then, but then we'll have to latch on to players. Players have to latch on to these passes. And for an underdog team, sometimes having two strikers is the best way forward. So this guy definitely gives some options. So we've got our partnership here. Luke Buchanan. Okay. He's only a fullback, right? So he's a semi-okay fullback. Okay is the only way to describe him. He's not great. Let's just put it this way. His numbers are he's a championship defender, right? Fullback. What about this guy? Defender on the right flank, another championship fullback. We have to be very worried about him when he plays the game. He's probably going to be our third central defender because putting him on the flanks is a big problem, right? Because of his aggression. He dives into tackles as well. So then again, he's our third central defender. He comes on and then whenever he plays, we got to tell him to, what do we have to tell him to do? He's off tackles 9 times out of 10. He's got to be embedded into his PIs. Then we got Elio Capradosi. Not a bad defender. Again, average. But he's got no jumping reach. So how can we use him in the team? When you are a newly promoted team, you don't have many options, right? You can't go out there and sign players willy-nilly. You can maybe play a 3-man backline, but then again, you got one player at the back who can switch balls or other flanks. So a 3-man backline is he can play in a 3-man backline because we really only need 2 defenders who are great in the air. But he's gonna be on the side where we need somebody because he's never gonna play in the middle because we've got that play with that splitting passes, right? So he's gonna be flanking. He's gonna be one of the flanking defenders, but he's not very great in the air. Right, his tackling is good, so he might be able to go out there, be a defender on a stopper duty. So yeah, we could get away playing a basic 3-man backline, 3-5-2. That's definitely, he can definitely fit into the system. So now we know that we can play with a 3-5-2. We can play with 2 defender systems. Now, what about our right flank and our left flank? Okay, this guy is definitely good enough, right? He's definitely good enough. Yeah, he's a good fullback. We got another fullback here. Oh, not too bad, but very good covering defender. Okay. What about the left? We got a Loney from Chelsea. Very high aggression. Got to be very careful, but definitely you got solid fullbacks, right? So you've got some solid fullbacks even on loan. So you've got a backline that is not that bad. What about your goalkeeper? We haven't looked at goalkeeper. Carl Darlow. I'm not a big fan of keepers with low aerial reach. Kicking, reflexes, rushing out. Reflexes are great shot stopping, but aerial reach, low aerial reach and jumping reach just means that he's not very good he's not very good in the area to deal with crosses. And we've got another problem. Let's look at his command of the box. His command of the box is very good at 12. Okay, so it means that whenever I play a defensive set piece, I always have to have one player in the center to defend because he may need help. Danny Watt, air reach 14, slightly better than the first goalkeeper. Reflex, okay, seriously, neither of these goalkeepers is any good. I would look at signing a goalkeeper as soon as I can. Like, if you ever go down, look for a goalkeeper. Priority has to be aerial reach. Priority has to be reflexes. So go for air reach and reflexes and handling. So these are the three numbers you're looking for. 15 is the number you want to aim for. Okay, so the two goalkeepers are the weakness. So wherever you create a defensive set piece, somebody has to be in the center. Okay, let's look at the midfield. Now, I notice you're playing a 4-4-2, right? 4-4-2 means that your center of the park has to be strong, which means that you need two really good players that can cover the ground and create chances. Now, this player is a very average playmaker, and he's passing 15, vision 15, decisions. Okay, he's not that bad. I take it back. He's not that bad. So he can be a playmaker in your team. However, we can't really rely on him to do a lot of defending. What if a player has 18 dribbling but doesn't have runs with ball often? Yeah, he'll still... No, runs with ball often is just dribble more as an instruction. Just if he doesn't have the PI, then if you want him to dribble more, you basically have to either give him the PI or put him in a role that dribbles more. Oliver Skip, not bad. Ball winner, gets forward winner also, very nice player. Okay, so you've got a pair here in midfield that you can depend on. But Charmy isn't that fantastic, right? Oliver Skip is not that bad. But what I like about Oliver Skip is his gets forward whenever possible. But the problem with Oliver Skip is this: he dives into tackles. Now, the problem with a player like this is whenever he dives into tackles, we could run into some trouble. We always have to a second option on the bench. Nabodon is not that bad. Okay. Very average. Off the ball is only about 13. The decisions also 11. So it's very average. He's got a long way to go. You got to really develop this player. Okay, I get what you're trying to do. You want him to become a playmaking fullback, but I think it's a bit... Let's just worry about surviving the Premiership first. Once you survive the Premiership, you got the core, then you worry about creating a playmaking fullback. But now it's not the time. You need players, you need options in midfield. And you only got these two players and Bodon, right? Max Bird is too slow. Acceleration 10. You got to be found out in a 4-4-2. He can't play in a 4-4-2. He's just too slow. He might be able to read the game, but it's going to be way too slow for you. And Bala, again, an AMC. So basically, you've got like two players who can play the AMC role. Yeah. So in midfield, the moment he gets a yellow card, you have a problem. Right? You have a problem when he gets a yellow card. Because if he gets a yellow card, then you have to bring on somebody else, and you don't have options to bring on. So you only got this guy Nebodon. So if you've been training him as a fullback, I think you're better off just going Zoom. No. We're gonna retrain him. You're gonna start training him as a ball-winning midfielder. Forget training him as a wingback. You don't have enough cover in midfield. Okay, left flank. Midfielders. Okay, you've got Hiroki Abe. Okay, good going forward. Cuts inside from left wing, right-footed inverted winger. Right. Mbala left-footed. Also another potential inverted winger, but can't tackle. I mean, won't tackle for you. Another player who won't tackle for you. Low bravery. This player is okay. He's a stopgap. More like a flanking playmaker. He likes to create things from the flanks. Another inverted winger possibly, but on the right flank. He can't play on the left. Mehdi Laris. Okay, alright. Mehdi Laris is just your Bob basic winger. That's about it. But there's nothing we can do with him. Might as well just let him go. His mentals are too weak for you his mentals are way too weak for the Premiership. So if I could sell him off, I'd sell him off in a heartbeat because you can't use him. Not in the Premiership. Martin Samuelson, another player that is Mentals are very weak. His concentration, poor decision making, poor positioning. He likes to attack. The only thing good about this player is he wants to go forward all the time. But if he goes forward, he's not going to score you a lot of chances. He might create, occasionally score some chances. But he's a luxury, right? So we're looking for, the key here is that you want to fight off relegation. You need fighters now. You need players that can get you through. So you got weaknesses here. What you have is this. You've got two very nice fullbacks that are going to give you that strength to push up. So when I'm looking at this tactic, I'm going like, okay, let's see your results here. Your results haven't been very good, right? So let's find out something else. Squad, let's look at your assistant analyst report. Okay, conceding. Where have you conceded all your goals from? Corners, free kicks, short passes, crosses, through balls. Makes sense in this system. Assists, a lot of assists from this part of the pitch. That means your center is quite porous. Your left flank is very weak. It's given up a lot of crosses on the left flank. Okay. You see, look at this. You played the 4-4-2 for 10 matches, right? You give up a chance every 43 minutes, and you create one only 65 minutes. This is not a good number, right? You use the asymmetric system. Whenever you use a 4-1-4-1, right? Let's look at this 4-4-2 DM. Now this is what I recommend. A formation like this is probably a better idea because now you can unleash this guy. These two fullbacks can be unleashed, right? You can turn one of these into an inverter because these guys are really very defensive, right? So you can turn these into guys into inverted wingers, or you can just ask them to hog the middle and you can do something with it. How to choose best roles for two central midfielders? Hi. Usually it's a function of your tactic. What do you want to play? The idea that you can look at a player and go, this is the best role he's going to play, is always something that you want to do in conjunction with some other players, right? So you can't just isolate a player and say that's his best role. So look, what we're doing is we're looking at the whole team to find out what the weaknesses of this team are. The weaknesses of this team largely lie in the fact that in the center of the park, the moment you get a yellow card, you're in trouble. Okay, now let's take a look at some of your matches. You conceded 5 against Arsenal. What were you playing? Match stats. 50%, 50%. Let's look at your teams and the shots that... Oh, this is fun. Okay, come on, hurry up. Alright, so... Okay, we got Arsenal, we got Derby, right? So we're going to look at shots off target. Watch the highlight. Header. Low quality chance. Okay, so let's speed this up a bit. Okay, all right. I will go through each one of these chances. Set piece. Not interested. I'm not only gonna worry about set pieces later. Okay. Okay, that we've seen that already. Okay, there's 2 chances. Last one. This one should be corner. Okay, so this match largely didn't create anything else except from set pieces, right? So I mean, set pieces has got to be one of the important sources for you as well. Interceptions all in your third, man. Wow. Yeah, your interceptions all in your own third. And then look at this. Look at how far these guys are away from the defensive line. You don't have much of a counter attack on. Yeah, you don't have much of a counter attack on. Okay, win. Again, yeah. Very few passing options available to your team. Okay. One over the top. You see this? Something is wrong with your midfield. Okay, look at this. This guy drops in. There's a big gaping hole in your center. And then your defenders, look at that. Failed the offside trap. Boom! This is why I say offside trap for slow teams is a bad move. Because a team, better runners, faster runners are always going to break the offside trap. Into space, he runs, that's it. You can forget your offside trap. Okay, let's look at your tactic. What have you got? Alright, so this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay, you've got a playmaker here, you've got a Mazzala here. This entire flank is going to be very porous. You got inverted winger going this way. Let's see what you use for your players, right, in this match. You lost against Wolves. What's your lineup? Rodriguez. Bravery 7, concentration 8. So you can't really depend on him to help you defend. So this guy is going to be doing a lot of defending. Right, and so will this guy. So your playmaker will end up doing a lot of defending in this match. Alright. And then we got this player. He's not that bad, but he's not going to see, he's only had 2 assists, 4 appearances. His passing, his vision, his decisions from the flank might be helpful. But he's a playmaker, but let's look at him, right? Okay. Alright. Whoa, let's go back to this. Right. Analysis for players, right? What was his name again? Sorry, we're gonna I want to look at your playmaker to see what kind of chances he created. Okay. Formation, what's his name again? Freeman, right? So players, passes, Darby, Freeman, where are you? He received 50 passes, had 2 key passes the entire game. His pass completion rate is 40 over 50. So, question is, how do his passes get intercepted? Their playmaker is very important. In that tactic, your playmaker is very important. Okay, ball goes out to the playmaker. Playmaker gets the ball. Okay, what's your playmaker expected to do? He can't play the deep diagonal to 17, who's here. It's got a very challenging pass. So he's got to play to this guy. This player, once the moment he overlaps, your entire gap here opens up because this guy is a Mazzala. Right? So if you lose the ball here, this is a dangerous situation to be in. Very risky position. So he has to play the... Let's see. He runs out of options. Okay. So that's the reason why this role is suicidal at the moment. So you can't play this. This is way too suicidal. Okay. Now looking at... I'm just going to deal... I don't see... there's no need to make multiple tactics, right? So let's look at... Just create one own style. Let's just take a 4-4-2. Confirm. Okay. Now, what we want is the team to take some risks, right? Let's look at the strikers. Iheanacho, jumping reach 14. Not that great as a target man. This guy maybe. Alright. But is he fast enough? 12. Okay. He can hold up the ball. He's got strength. Yeah, he can be a target man. Alright, so we're going to turn this into a target man poacher combination. Okay. Target man poacher combination. Very simple, bulk basic one. Alright. So this is what we're going to do. Target man and poacher, right? Okay, now, what is our problem with this team? Our problem with this team is the playmaker. There's several ways to make a 4-4-2, right? So let's make sure that first up we can keep the ball. We're going narrow. Right? That's the first thing we want. Okay. Now what kind of a tactic do we want? We don't want passive defending. Which means sit back and hope to God, pray to God that the luck, the ball drops in your favor, or luck falls in your favor. So what we're gonna do is basically do a middle block. Right? This is a middle block. Right? So we're gonna have a middle block, and then we'll decide on defensive. Defensive is a strategy. If you want them to go down your flanks, this is what you do. If you want them not to go down your flanks, this is what you do. Okay, all right. Okay, so we've done that. Now we got target man and poacher. Now we want to get the ball to them. Right. We can create there are multiple variations for this tactic. Okay. But we want to create one tactic that you can switch between. You can basically go defensive and counter with that one tactic. So we're gonna remove this tactic as well. So we got 2 slots now. Alright, so this is our first tactic. So we got target man poacher. Anyway, quick pick. Okay. Let's just do that. Okay. Now we want to have a simple tactic, right? So we know these 2 guys are very attacking. We can turn this guy into a white midfielder. We can turn this guy into a white midfielder because we know these 2 guys aren't that fantastic anyway. Right. So we're just gonna hang on to them and just gonna bomb forward. Okay. I'm gonna tell this guy to sit a bit narrower. And I'll tell this guy to sit a bit narrower. So these 2 guys are gonna cut inside. What we want here is a ball-winning midfielder on support, and we'll turn this guy into a deep line playmaker on defense. Alright, so we've got a very bulk basic 4-4-2. This is there's no ambition in this 4-4-2. The most important thing right now is for us to solidify how do I put this? We don't want to concede we don't want to lose so many matches. Alright, so okay, we're gonna go direct without passing. Our tempo is gonna be reasonably high. In transition, we're gonna regroup counter. Alright. That's it. Okay, we've got one of your defenders is actually got a long pass on him, right? Okay, now this is this is like a very simple setup, right? Okay, we're gonna we want to build a second version based on this. Okay, so we'll save this. ABC. I don't know what to call this tactic. Okay, all right. Now load this tactic ABC into this slot. I'm going to drop him here. I'm going to drop him here. Now what I want to do is I want to create one where we keep a bit deep. But now I'm going to turn this guy into an inverted wing on attack. Turn this guy into a target man on support. DLP wing back on it. Which I think one of your wing backs is very fast. I think it's this guy. So we're going to turn this guy into a white midfielder. So white midfielder on support is actually going to come into this zone here. Okay, we're going to turn this guy into somebody who's going to bomb up the pitch. Okay, we'll turn you into a halfback, make you a bit more aggressive. Okay, we'll turn you into a segundo volante. Alright, so let me think. I want the inverted winger here on attack. Okay, so he's going to bomb this way down. This guy will help us control this side of the pitch. This will be a ball playing defender. You got one ball playing defender can switch flanks. We'll have a wing back on support. Okay. Alright, what have we got this inverted winger is going to drive here. This target man is going to drop here. This wing back on attack is going to come this way. So we're going to have a poacher waiting for him. And what have we got here? A winger. Okay, we got a winger waiting. Alright, so now we got winger volante, halfback protecting this area. Got generally a very simple setup here. Now, what we also want to do is you want this guy to not waste any time. Look for the target man. So when he crosses, he looks at the target man. We don't want this guy to waste any time. Look for the target man as well. We want this guy to always cross to the far post, because that's where the poacher is going to be. Alright, this is one variation of a tactic that you can use. Again now, this time you can actually play a lot more aggressively with this tactic. You can go higher line of engagement. Why? Because this tactic has got 2 DMs. Right? So you can definitely press high up the pitch. So we can try this out. Now let's look at what your players are like. Nabodon. Guess what? Okay, that's fine. He can play in that position. We got Buchanan. No, we're not going to use Buchanan. There's another player in your team. Oh, Oliver Skip is injured. Ouch, for 2 weeks. You're in trouble. Premiers can play here. You got Mbala, Buchanan. Oh, you're in trouble, man. You are seriously in trouble. You don't have enough players right now in your team to even mount much of a defensive. So we're going to keep it like this, right? Lascelles, Harp is the stays back outside, tries long range passes, and then we got a poacher here, and we got a target man here. And then we got Keynes here. Keynes finishing is 10. Oh my goodness. Let's look at your strikers. You got problems with your strikers as well. We're going to use him. He's not 100%. We got 2 days to go. So this is one way you can set up your tactic. Hey, Bal Gaming, how are you, man? I think you are a bit hard on sitting back. Now, sitting back all the time as an underdog is, I don't recommend it, right? You're gonna have to take some chances once in a while, right? If you want to sit back and hit, then you have to have a plan. Like in this first tactic, this is a bit more aggressive. This is not sitting back at all. There is no sitting back in this tactic. This is taking the game to the opposition. Right. Now, can you change this into a sitting back tactic? Yeah, you can. Target man on attack. Okay. Inverter wing on support. Wingback gonna go around them. And then we change the tactic like that. Maybe I'm worried about get stuck in because you got so many players in your team who are, you got a few players in your team that have got this trait, dirty tackles, hard tackling, dives into tackles rather. So this is one thing that you can do. So I would definitely recommend something like a DM based system, double DMs with 2 strikers. You can change it, target man on attack, target man and poacher on attack. So this is one option. But the reason is right now you want to try and stave off relegation. Because here we can't play with this tactic because Oliver Skip is injured. Hiroke Abe, what about you? I like him, so we're going to play him here. Wait, hold on. Hang on a minute. Hiroke Abe is an inverter winger that can play on the left side. This guy is got no bravery. He's not going to help us defend. But he's 100. I'm going to change you around. I'm going to play Hiroka Abe. Hiroka Abe as an inverter winger is definitely very appealing. Passing, vision, decisions. Cuts inside from left wing. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're going to try you out here. What about you? We got inverter winger in this position, but he's passing, vision. He's got absolutely nothing. I'm not going to use him. Okay, we're going to have to use somebody else. Samuelson, no. Freeman. Okay. Left only. Come here, son. Get inside here. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna use Freeman now. So basically, all you want to do, I'm gonna let opposition teams have the ball, but this is like hitting them on the break, right? You're making yourself harder to beat. So we're gonna play a low. We're gonna hit these teams. Now this is standard line of engagement and a higher defensive. Like counter, regroup, more direct, fairly narrow. That's it. Not trying anything else. Let's see how we play. Let's speed it up a bit. Okay. I'm expecting the opposition team to have more of the ball. Oh, I didn't look at your set pieces. Shish kebabs. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oi! Okay, very quickly, right? We're just gonna load a routine. Load a routine. I don't know which of my routines I'm gonna load. I'm gonna load one of my routines. Dark side routines. Boom. Okay, we're gonna load this routine. I don't even know if it's gonna work. But what's this jumping reach? 5. Get out of here. Come here. Jumping reach job. Okay, you can come in here. Okay. Yours, you got jumping reach. What about you? Jumping reach 5, get out of here. Oh my goodness, we're running out of players, man. Jumping reach 14, come inside here. Okay, what's your jumping reach? Jumping reach 6, get out of here. We're just sorting out who are the players that have jumping reach first. Yes. We got you as jumping reach, right? So you can come here. Okay. Alright, we got 3 jumping reaches. Okay, the rest of you are basically kind of useless. What is you? Is you jumping reaches? No, you might as well come here. You might as well come here. Alright, okay. Something like this. Okay. Essentially what you want to do is you want to have this guy supporting your goalkeeper and all these guys with some jumping reach. So this is your team's set piece corner. Alright, I'm just gonna repeat it onto the other side. Ideally you don't want to do this. You want to kind of make sure that your left is on the left and the right is on the right. Okay. Alright, now your attack. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna change your attacking routine. I'm just gonna look at your free kicks, your defend deep. The white ones. Okay. We'll just leave it like this. Okay. The other thing about this is we're gonna draw teams in, right? And then we're gonna hit them on the break. So the other ways you can draw these teams in, you can also give up your flanks and allow them to come down your flanks and then hit them on the flanks if you've got attack duties on the flanks. And actually, a strategy like this is open to shots from outside the box. Something that Aston Villa were doing a lot of yesterday to Liverpool. Alright. So we're just trying this tactic out, right? So but I think it should work. Now there's no ambition in our tactic. We're just sitting back and just hoping to hit somebody on the top, over the top. Okay. The idea here is, let's see how long we can defend for. Right, done. Okay. Inverted wing back overlapping fullback. Nah, okay. Now what can I do with you? I just leave it. Okay. What did I see? Target man, move here. Move the target man here. Alright. Target man on support. And now poacher on attack. I moved the target man to the side where there's a winger. So there's now another role that is going to drop a bit deeper. Because the target man is dropping deeper where the winger is. So there's now a bit of there's going to be some combinations working on the left lane. Yeah, not too difficult. Alright. So this is quite simple. But if you're playing against like a team like Arsenal, Manchester United, you can even go target man, attack, advance forward. Because you're only depending on those two actually to score you a lot of the goals. So the idea here is to make yourself solid defensively. Of course, the other team is, the thing is, when you want to counter attack, right, you're drawing teams in and then you're gonna depend on your ability to hit on the break. That was unfortunate for us. So how do we fix that? You know where the space was? The middle. So now I'm gonna go down the middle. I'm gonna let them like play through the mid. I'm not gonna let them play through the middle anymore. That's where our strength is. Thing is, like, a lot of people are mistaken, right, about width, right? Why am I playing narrow? Because I don't lose the ball. I want the boys to always be looking inside for their passing options, right? Not outside as a priority. Because if I go outside as a priority, there's a 9 out of 10 times with this team, I'm gonna lose the ball. Okay, they don't have the quality to do that. So this is much better. So now what I've done is, You know when you go defensive with narrow, right, invite opposition onto your flanks. They commit the flanks. That's exactly where our wingbacks are gonna start having fun. Our wide players are gonna have fun. We can hit them on the break. That wingback has moved up, so definitely is possible. So this team can definitely do it. And the thing I like about your team is you can choose to unleash the right back or the left back. Alright, so now we're gonna do is we're gonna unleash the left back. Gonna drop you back to wingback support. Now I'm gonna unleash this guy. I can even do this. I can even make this guy a safer role, right? Remember, the idea here is to make yourself a tactic, right, that is gonna be better against teams that like are stronger teams. You want to not concede goals now, right? As many goals as possible, but you want to make sure that you keep the ball, because your other issue is using the ball effectively. Oh, something's wrong with the tactic. When the ball landed here, there was nobody to pick up the second ball. That's because my target man is here. This guy's moving forward. I will leave it. It's not too bad. I mean, if you want to maintain your original tactic, you can. But your problem is, this team is going to be very difficult for you to do really well with the existing 4-4-2 that you have. Because A, you need Oliver Skip playing. Problem right now, you've got Oliver Skip injured for 3 weeks. So you got to have a massive problem. So no amount of tactical wizardry is going to help you right now. Because you don't have the depth in your squad with the absence of Oliver Skip. So you have to solve that problem, and the mistake that I think you also made is you are this Nebadon who's playing as you're retraining him as a wingback, when in reality you need another halfback or ball-winning midfielder in your team. So this is something that you may want to consider. Right? You want to make your tactic solid enough defensively where you have enough players, you know, denying the opposition space in your third, right? So if I'm looking at a tactic, right, what do we do? So you can definitely swap this guy. This thing I like about this tactic, you can go fullback on attack. I mean, I went wingback, which is very aggressive, but you probably better off playing fullback on attack until you get your sea legs going, right? Here you can go with a target man on support and a poacher, or you can go target man on attack and poacher. If I was playing against like a team like Liverpool, Arsenal, I'd probably go target man advance forward. Then this is remember this, defensive width is a strategy, right? It's not a rule of thumb, right? If you go 50-50 here, you're fine, right? Because you're not telling your players to give up any area of the pitch. But when you go like this, you're giving up an area of the pitch. But here, this becomes your strength, right? As opposition teams come down your flanks, you win the ball, and then you launch because you've given up space on the flanks. So the opposition teams are going to work their way down. Then you can hit them on the break, which is why more direct and slightly higher tempo you want to play on this. You could logically use pass into space, but I wouldn't, not as a start. You can go target man attack, you can go poacher attack. This is one variation of the tactic. You can always switch from this to this later, right? Because now Oliver Skip is not available. So I wouldn't do that. This is basically what I would call a drop the ball on my striker's head and hope that he scores a goal tactic. This is a crossing heavy tactic, right? Very little creativity in this tactic, apart from the fact that we're just going to have a crossing game. Now, if you want to turn this into a 3-striker formation, it's not difficult. This guy becomes an inverted wing on attack because you got a ball-winning midfielder. This guy drops into a fullback on support, right? Okay. So now you got a third striker. This guy can be a target man, this guy can poach up, but because he's arriving, this guy is always going to arrive late. You need this player to roam. So either you go trequartista or you go pressing for an attack, and you give this player a roam in position so that he vacates the space for this fella to this guy to attack. Now on this flank, you can go inverted winger or leave it as a wide midfielder. Right, this wide midfielder sit narrow, allows this fullback to come out. Now you got what is a triple create. You got 3 players here who can create something, and they're all going to look for this flank on this side. So what you get is a 4. You largely get like a tactic that plays like this, a 4-1-2-3. This guy's gonna come in here as a third striker. This guy's gonna drop here. This guy's gonna appear here. This guy's gonna move in here, so you get a V. Right? You get a V when you're attacking. Right? Because this guy comes here, this guy goes up here. This guy comes in here as a third striker. This guy sits narrower, and this guy comes here. So it can be a very solid tactic, but you can't play this just yet because Oliver Skip is injured. You don't have enough central midfielders. So while you wait for Oliver Skip to make a full recovery, right? What I would suggest is you go to something like this. Right? And please, the Bodon, you've been training him as a fullback. No, you don't. You can't afford it. You need one of these kind of players in your team, right? I mean, runs with ball often is fine for a halfback. Okay, it's not going to kill the role because he's got a defend duty anyway. But I would definitely retrain him as a ball-winning midfielder on support but because he can easily play in one of these positions without too much hassle. If you want to play this tactic is for you to just hold the fort now. Just hold the fort because look at your results, man. You got very big games coming. You got Aston Villa, Arsenal, Liverpool. These are gonna be matches. I mean, you're probably gonna go straight back down. You got Manchester United, Chelsea, Everton, Man City. These are not easy matches for you. But if you go back straight down, when the next time you come back up into the Premiership, you got to plan, right? You got to plan a bit more effectively in the sense like if you're gonna play a 4-4-2, which is very viable, right? You need that third midfielder in your team because your only midfielder right now was you only had 2 of them, and one of them is already injured. So you're just gonna have to hold the fort, and you're left with these guys who can play in midfield. Right, he's got New Gannon, Nobodon, and Oliver Skip is injured. You got this M. Samuelson. He's only good in a 4-2-3-1, but you can't play that at the moment. You can later play a 4-2-3-1, which is a deep 4-2-3-1 like this as well. But if you wanted to play something like this, then here these 2 roles will absolutely need to be on like support duty so that they help you defend. Then you have only two players up forward, complete forward attack and a shadow striker. So all you have is literally only these 2 players attacking, but you get these players to put pressure on fullbacks and opposition fullbacks, not allowing them time and space on the ball. So this becomes like another hoofball tactic. So you get complete forward and support rather. Yeah, so you get these two a dual partnership in attack. So this is another formation that you can definitely play with. So basically you got 3 formations that you can go with. One is the first formation I suggested, double DM system. If you want to play a 4-4-2, you need to go out there and get yourself another midfielder. You can't do it right now. And for now, I would stick to playing double DM systems, a 4-4-2 DM. Protect yourself from losing matches first. You're gonna find it hard, or you can opt for something like this, which is a bit more. You're gonna put a lot more pressure on sides like Liverpool and Aston Villa. What you do then with this kind of a tactic is this: when you play teams like Liverpool, Manchester United, Aston Villa, tell them to mark the opposite fullback. Make it something that you do all the time. What happens now is this is like a very Bielsa style system. Right? They will always press the Alexander-Arnold, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Andy Robertson, and just make sure that you can remove the sit narrow. You don't want to sit narrow in this. Okay. You can remove the cross aim target, man. You don't have that. So these two guys keep pressing them. And the beautiful thing about this, right, is that this system and the 4-4-2 DM system is interchangeable. You see the system just started like this, right? It's not much difference. You will be able to use the same players for both systems. So it's very interchangeable. Both. See, what do you want to do when you're an underdog and you want to fight against the drop? Is you always want to have an option in your tactics. All right, guys. I hope you were okay with this. That was Game Changer I did for Ben. So I'm gonna answer some of the questions that we see on the stream. Oh yeah, we've got another one I have to do. Sorry, I've got to load Torino up now. I got James Nines' tactic, man. I have to look at. Let's see now. I'm gonna choose one of your saves that you guys sent me in. What have I got here? I got Ricky's 442. I got okay. I got Nagelsmann's Bayer Leverkusen save, and I got a tactic that we received from one of the guys on Discord. Alright, man, thanks for popping in on the stream. Mr. Tim, hope you had a good time. Thanks for popping in, man. I know you gotta go work and all. Alright, I'm just downloading the tactic, right? So I'll be with you. We'll pop in the save and then we'll have a look at this other tactic. Okay, let's swap out of this. Alright, we're gonna load a tactic now that comes from James 9. Wait, let me see if I can find it first up. Dear Lord, we've got so many tactics. You guys have been sending in. Oh, party, okay. Hang on a minute. Normally I'm much more smoother with this, but today the shock of Liverpool losing has sent me in a different direction altogether. All right, okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so we've got your tactic here, James. Where is your tactic? BYT Discord. There we go. Alright, we love party. Okay. Trying to make an underlapping tactic. Mazzala, roaming playmaker, DLP on defense. Higher tempo could be the first problem. Second problem. Generally, second problem is you are trying to hit teams on the break. Ooh. Underlapping left, underlapping right, looking for the runs of this guy, looking for the underlapping right makes a lot of sense. Underlapping left, not too sure because you don't really have a player giving you a lot of width apart from this player. So you see the thing about this tactic is you've got, okay, we can play this right now, right? We go straight into Bayern Munich. This will be fun. Oh, you use the dark side as a template. I love my dark side tactic. What do you think of the dark side system? I think the dark side system is really dark. So corny. I'm so freaking corny, man. What do you think? Seriously, what do you think of the dark side tactic? Do you guys like the dark side tactic? Because my dark side tactic is the Brazilian box was one of the showcases last season. I remember we had Galileo the season before. We only played with 2 defenders, and 5 strikers. I still remember when we were on Twitch, and I went in, and it all started with this topic on Twitch. We were talking about how many strikers do you think I can stick into my first team? And then I was talking about how Bayern Munich were playing with a 2-3-5, and I went, Pep Guardiola once tried to play with 5 strikers. Let's see if we can do that on Football Manager. And we created Galileo. And then I think there was another chat which popped up on the stream, and we were talking about Brazil. And then we were going like, okay, let's think about how we can do things with Brazil. Oh, let's make the box then. And that we ended up doing that. It was a lot of fun, man. Hey Jimmy, so depressed. Arsenal not signing no players. EDU is cigar smoking fraud. EDU out now. Jimmy, I feel for you, man. Oh, these years, right? I think we've known each other for what now? Close to 4 years now. You've been supporting the channel for 4 years, man. And in those 4 years, it feels like for you it's 4 bloody years of waiting for something to happen with the Arsenal. Yeah. Whenever the AI changes tactics, right, you should pay attention to what it's doing. I didn't do that just now on the stream, which is actually a very bad thing for me. Yeah, let's try your tactic out. Let's see what happens. Okay. So James, we've got your tactic, because today normally on Discord we do another BYT stream. But today there's only one tactic, so I thought I embedded into the live stream today. So this live stream's got lots of things happening. Got Gamechanger, we got Bring Your Tactic, and let's see what happens, right? We got Bayer Leverkusen. First I want to see your tactic play out. Very hard for me to guess, but at the moment I'm thinking isolation is your biggest issue in this tactic. Right? Isolation, these two. I'm worried about these two. But having said that, let's see what happens. Secondly, your fullbacks, whether they get up in support of your transitions, is the second thing that I'm worried about. I haven't even seen whether you do any. They are playing quite well. Looking for options. You have a split block. Okay. Split block is very dangerous, right? That split block didn't work. The split block did not work. So sometimes you gotta ask yourself if for your team the split block works, because when you do a split block, your players are gonna put pressure on their back on the goalkeeper. If the goalkeeper is able to pass the ball out, then you got to watch like 1, 2, 3 transitions. If it keeps happening all the time, then obviously you shouldn't be using it. Okay, that again, second thing that's happened. See the quick out, the defender tried to play the ball quickly out. That's your high tempo, looking for an option, right? He's looking for an option, the complete forward to make the run, and looking only for one player to make the run. So that didn't pan out. So that's the second thing that we have to address. It's a matter of time before Bayern Munich scored. Because we haven't seen a single transition where you've been able to work the ball from defense, midfield to attack. So the tactic fell apart. Right, so we're gonna change it, right? We're gonna wait for it until halftime. Then maybe things might be better in 10 minutes. Some of you might be saying. Okay, what's wrong with this picture? When you do a set piece defending routine like wide like this, you gotta look at these two players, right? If one of them is a fullback and he picks up a yellow card, you're in trouble. You gotta be paying a lot of attention to that. Oh, sorry, can't see the tactic screen again. My bad, guys. Okay, Jimmy 9, your tactic. It looks like narrative is a cheat in FM. There's no such thing as a cheat in FM1. I mean, every time somebody does very, I just received a message from somebody. He said, "Oh, this tactic must be a cheat in FM." I'm like, dude, it's a bit late in the day. Second one, right? So what has happened here? Look at your backline. Now let's look at your backline. Let's look at the goal again. We need to see the 2D. Okay, out here. Okay, watch this. Look at this. Right. There's something wrong with the tactic, right? Look at that. This is similar to what was happening yesterday. Hang on. The missus is back. She's about to take a shower. Time for a stream to hold on for a while and go run. Missus is back, man. She does this all the time now. She comes in and she goes. Oh man. Okay. Something wrong with the tactic, right? We can all see that. Now we've seen what's wrong with the tactic. Let's discuss what's wrong with the tactic. First, you're defending narrow. Your players are not closing down the flanks. You definitely have a strategy going on where you just, your players are just not, working to help the flanks at all. So you got gone down all the way. Counter press isn't working for you. You kept losing the ball. So definitely this was the wrong strategy, right? Underlap. Okay, what is underlap mean? Underlap means your attacks are going like this. So all your attacks were going like this, but you kept losing the ball. Okay, these two attack duties are bombing forward, right? Looking at your players and your pass combinations now. Not this. What am I doing? What's wrong with me? Okay, here. Seriously, my wife comes home and I'm distracted. What's wrong with this picture? Normally when we have pass combinations, we want to see a thickness, we want to see somewhere in here, right? That the midfielders are calling the shots. This was what was happening to Liverpool yesterday. Exactly the same thing happened to Liverpool yesterday, where the midfield of Liverpool couldn't really dictate the game, right? They couldn't string 3 or 4 passes together without being smashed on it. So this was happening, right? So in the tactics, so this is a major problem. Okay, look at them. They can get their attacks when it comes to bind. They're actually building up play down one side of the pitch. This is not a bad thing. It just means they're building up play down one flank and they're going down the other with like direct passes. Here, your Jonathan Tah is getting the ball out to here, but everything fails right in midfield. Your midfield transition, and these are your inside forwards and your two boys up top. They're so isolated they can only pass to each other. So yeah. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Gotta fix this. First up, we gotta generate more movement. So what we'll do is we'll take this guy down to a notch. Okay, we're gonna do this very different, right? So TLP on defense, Mazzala on attack, Romain Pili, make a fullback. This is fine, right? Now we keep this. Underlap wasn't working for you. Okay, but what we'll do is we'll remove the counter press. We'll go counter press whole shape. We'll try and win the ball. No, we go counter. All right. Now we go slightly. We can do a standard line of engagement, but passing tempo, maybe we'll drop the tempo a bit. We're gonna try and keep the ball a bit more effectively. All right. Roaming playmaker Mazzala. Mazzala goes into the half lane with this inside forward, but nobody's coming up this side, right? We got underlap going, all right, but nothing very much is happening on this flank. Well, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna turn this guy into an attack duty, all right. But there's a lot of problems at the back. How do I make you more solid? You got Mazzala going this way. You got inside forward coming this way. You got fullback going this way. What's your player traits? Nothing. Dictates tempo. You? Curls ball does not dive with the tackles. You definitely gets forward. No, nothing. Alright. Okay, let's see what happens now. Alright. Small changes. Okay. Second thing on the check. PIs. Remove wait. Alright, let's do the Bielsa strat. Okay. We want to get these guys coming back. Because earlier, remember, we couldn't get them to... the left... We're so narrow. It was easy for them to get a 2-on-1 situation going. So we got to get them to drop back now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is... See, now look at what's happened. Now we've got the boys coming back, right? Now we got looks slightly better, but still they got a shot, but holy cow. I know Nagelsmann was telling me this Bayern Munich team is almost impossible for him to beat. Okay, there we go. Now we got options. Now I'm actually, this is the first time the entire game I've actually seen an attacking transition involving this team. Okay. We'll worry about corners and set pieces later. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Yeah. Nothing wrong. They're just better at the set pieces than we were. Oh yeah, the dark side system is all about getting the wingbacks to score all the goals. See that? Yellow card. See this yellow card? Yeah. It's always gonna be a problem for these boys. Alright, we gotta change this last couple of minutes, right? This is gone. We've gone. We can't do anything on this with this tactic. Right, we're gonna have to make it slightly different next. We got issues with this. First up, we need to drop some guys on the support duties. But we also have to start playing higher up the pitch. Or we need to do it slightly differently. Which is with your tactic, because I don't know what team you're using it with. We just picked a random team up, right? And we're just using a random team at the moment. For James, your tactic, we're gonna have to dial it down a lot. Because you've got too many attack duties and you know we're not connecting with the ball. I'm assuming you're using it with Arsenal. Right. I assume you're using it with Arsenal. Right. So we're gonna have to create it in such a way that you have options to attack and be more aggressive. See, this is the build-up play. You can see the build-up play was half decent with the second tactic. Okay, so we're just gonna go to the next match. Gotta change it now. Okay. Alright, this is when my machine decides it wants to play by itself. You always get a laugh from your weird luck when someone says wingers in FM don't go back to defend. Yeah, I know, man. A lot of people seem to think that wingers don't defend, right? Like, dude, wingers do defend, man. Peter, I'm doing well, man. Thanks for asking. Tips to break through against better team playing high block and game pressing. Yeah, you start putting pressure on their fullbacks. That's what you want to do. The Bielsa strat that I came up with, that you can, I didn't come up with it, he came up with it, but I put it into FM. What you want to do is you want to assign closing down on your front three, and you want to ask them to man mark their fullback so that they cannot get the ball out of defense. You're always applying pressure on that back line. And you have at least 1 or 2 attack duties charging into the box for that particular counter press. Just wingers do defend. They do defend. Have you tried the oh, of course not, man. I'm not gonna try the ME mod. Thank you very much. It's not supported. And the last time I tried an unsupported mod, my game crashed and it was irretrievable. So I'm not trying it. So I've used mods before. I'm not using it again. One too many bad experiences. It's not supported. It's using a Fugazi match engine. So yeah. So thanks, but no thanks. Alright. And I've been getting messages from people trying to convince me to use it. I mean, like, if I don't want to use it, I don't want to use it. You don't have to convince me. Alright, we got Rome here. We got IF on support. Alright. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to change this tactic slightly. Mazala and inside forward. Give me make up our mind what we want to do with this tactic. So let's turn this guy into inverted wing on support. Hey, now we got creative fulcrum. Turn this guy into inside forward. Okay. So now we got inside forward attacking the space. See that? See this? Now we have a creative fulcrum and a guy attacking the space. Alright, now we have a DLP on defense. This is fine. This can be a playmaker on attack as well. right? A fullback on support, we can leave this guy as he is. You can even go inverted wingback on support as well. Then you can do the overlap. But then we'll have to change this guy into a winger. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll just leave this as a wingback on support. Okay, so this is a very aggressive. Now, we can push these guys up to support the midfield more aggressively. Both are wingbacks and this guy becomes a halfback. But let's not go that far just yet. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, we are there in the next match, man. What? Giving you this stream is what you give? Oh my goodness, don't say that, man. It's scary. Putting so much pressure on me, Jimmy. We had a bad night last night. Okay, I'm the one. I so didn't want to stream today. I really, after Liverpool's capitulation yesterday, I didn't want to stream. I so didn't want to stream, man. Okay, let's look. Okay, with a lot of things I didn't do. Damn it! Stop. Shit. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Right back, close down. Okay, left back, close down. Left back, close down. Remove tackle harder. Mark tighter is fine. Just remove tackle harder. Okay, close down more, tackle harder. No, remove this. You don't want yellow cards to be going early in your tactic. Take few risks. Remove this. Remove this. Close down more, tackle harder. Remove this. You want to do a forward press. You want this guy to be anchored. Okay, we're gonna remove the close arm on the Mazar because and the playmaker, right? We're just gonna remove that for the time being. Okay. We can actually. That's your style. And that's what you want. Okay, so we'll do that. I personally don't like to do that because I don't like my playmakers too far away from the action. Alright, so now we've done that. Now let's take the second thing I want to do. I want to keep the ball. Counter press, regroup. We have to watch this, right? We have to watch this like a hawk. Why? Because if our players can't win the ball back, if we can't win the ball back, then we've got a problem. Because counter press, you win the ball back, then we have to do something with it. Okay. Again, you're playing at a middle block, so you're expecting to win the ball there. And then you're expecting to launch this kind of counters. Because that's your tactic, right? It's not a go camp tactic at the moment. Okay, that's it. Ooh, Bosba. Okay, I'm gonna drop you down to. I really am tempted to stop this playmaker. I got too many. We have too many playmaking, like from deep kind of passes at the moment. We want to remove. One bad night. Yeah, I know exactly. Just one bad night for Liverpool, right? That's about it. Okay, so far so good. Alright, so what are we gonna do now? This is fine. This is exactly how you want to play. Oh, okay, now we're going direct. We're gonna slow down. We're gonna drop the tempo a bit. Okay, so we're not gonna play short passing because it's taking too long for everybody to get up the pitch. If you want to do something like this, then you literally it might even be worth it to work ball into box, right? Because you want to move the ball around and then you want your players to carve out opportunities. So wingbacks, why do you dislike how wingbacks work, Tom20? You stop playing fullbacks, wingbacks just to see how wingers and support perform when deployed alone on the wings. Yeah, they can work well, quite well. Just two wide midfielders without wingbacks. One of my tactics doesn't employ wingbacks. One of my best tactics is to employ a single wingback. But I do like wingbacks in this game because I can create a lot of total football kind of tactics with wingbacks. Like all encompassing, all like, you know, my wingbacks are playmakers. I love that, you know. They are stripping, you know, they're completely destroying. You see, this is exactly how your tactic is supposed to work, right? So you're looking at the building counters, you know, driving at teams on the break. You're giving them space and then they're going to attack you. So let's do something else, right? So we go down. Now we give up the flanks. So what we are encouraging is the AI to now attack us down the flanks. So when we counter, we have the flanks to ourselves. See, the movement is nice. We're getting the ball, we're getting attack patterns inside the box. And we're working ball into box instead of whatever we were doing before. I can't remember now. Yeah. If you want to do total football, like total football kind of tactics, you absolutely need to be playing with wingbacks. Yeah. We've done quite a few. I mean, I think Jahid has done a few on the channel as well. We've done a few of these total football kind of all-encompassing tactics on the street on our channel. They're definitely doable. I don't even know who this guy is, so don't look at me like I'm supposed to know. I just picked AMLR whatever role was appearing because I think we're sorted with this tactic. This is all we need to do. We want options, right? Now the AI is attacking us down the flanks. You see that? It's intentional because we want to draw it down the flanks, but we want to win those balls as well. So what do we do now? Last piece of the puzzle. Since they're coming out the flanks, if you don't do this, it's kind of a bit of a waste, because if they're gonna come down the flanks, you absolutely need to tell your team to do something about those guys coming down the flanks, because you got these fullbacks charging on the flanks. You want to, what's the plan, right? The plan is to shut them down. So shut them down. Since you're giving up the space, shut them down and then counter. You know, we got counter up. So we're not counter pressing because apparently counter pressing is not working for this team. It might work for your Arsenal team. So this is a bit more of a fluid tactic. So yeah, it can work. So small change. I see now we got a last bender with a yellow card down. I don't know. Is that our last bender? Yeah, so we just change him. We got somebody else. In this game, whenever you get a fullback getting a yellow card, you absolutely have to change him. You see where the chance came? Right flank. Where our yellow card happened, right? So we're too slow to make the change. So you have to be careful about yellow cards or fullbacks. Especially, I think it's when you have set pieces, you're defending set pieces. This is much better. Look at that. So the transitions are working very smoothly. We can do all kinds of things now. We can literally go like mad with options. Yeah, we can do a very Pep Guardiola. Not that I'm a big fan of his style of football, but you know. What else can we do? That's it. Use offside trap. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. We're trying to be a bit more aggressive, I guess. But I'm not a big fan of prevent short goalkeeper distribution. I'm just trying it out to see what happens. I'm not a big fan of the instruction. I personally don't think we should be using it. They bought a new T4 video, basically a 343 and made the 4 rows. Ah, they did. There we go. Nice, sweet football. Wasted, he didn't score a goal. Wow. That's it, guys. Simple as. Now we can do the tactical challenge stream very soon, right? We gotten our homework out of the way. We've got this. What we had? This Gamechanger for Ben. Now we can switch to our what I want to make. And the AI has changed tactics. You notice I didn't even bother because this tactic isn't got. Oh yeah, we're using the offside trap. I should remove it. When they go into a 4-2-4, I should remove the offside trap. Not because I'm just not a big fan of the offside trap nowadays. Especially with the engine, right? I mean, the engine seems to punish attributes too much. If you're playing, if you got slow team and you play with the offside trap, they try and step up and then they give up space. All kinds of funny shenanigans happen in the tactics. So I rather not play the offside trap. Since I introduced the offside trap, we've not been playing well. Yeah, right. I'm leaving my offside trap on, right? I wouldn't leave it on. Oh, nice. Look at the passing, man. Oh, Dala. That's it. Okay. So this is one way of doing it. So I would recommend if you go into the game, yeah. IFA, yeah, exactly this setup. That's it. You can go narrow to draw teams in, and you can add work ball into box against other teams. And you can definitely, if you're going to go shorter tempo like this, higher tempo, you can add work ball into box. You can also play like this against some teams. Right, but you remove the work ball into box. You only have work ball into box wider, direct, if your team is is exceptional at passing. Don't do it if they're not. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for my saves, man. Okay, we got Estonian, Nottingham Forest. Where is my AC Milan? There we go. Gonna be a new tactic, man. Arteta 3-4-3 is the 3-4-1-2. Like, yeah. I thought you were already doing tactical challenge. How long you stream? Oh man, now I'm beginning to do my tactical challenge. Finally got it. Oi! What am I playing? We've got 2 months left. What have we been playing? We've been playing this tactic. Whatever this tactic was, we're gonna finish it this. What's wrong with me, man? We've got to finish this tactic. We've got 2 more games. We've got Champions League against Ajax, guys. Alright. Well, you know, in the immortal words of I don't know who. Let's go! That's crazy. When you go narrow, do you do hard tackling or opposition fullbacks? Normally I don't hard tackle opposition fullbacks. Yeah. Invitation for disaster. But if you because when you do opposition instructions hard tackling, it's very dangerous because different players, the opposition instruction is zonal, right? So whoever comes to that zone, a player is told to hard tackle him. Now it can work if I can rely on my players, right? But it's not. It's very situational. Depends on your players. It's a good instruction, mind you, but it depends on your players. With some teams, probably you can do it. With other teams, you would be very careful. All right, man. We're playing a crazy ass tactic. Let's see if this continues. What went wrong for Liverpool? They showed Aston Villa no respect and deserved to lose. They totally deserved the defeat, man. I was so angry with Liverpool yesterday. But there's no point getting like all upset and, you know, condemning the team and all that. You know, like this guy is at fault, that guy's at fault. The whole team played badly. They deserve the result simply because they showed up without any respect for Aston Villa. And Aston Villa deserved that result. I'm not going to take it away from them, man. They win. The first time Liverpool have a champion has conceded 7 goals. The last time Liverpool lost by that margin, Jurgen Klopp wasn't even born yet. Yeah. Never, I will never take that away from Villa. They deserve that result on the day. They played really well, and we cannot give no amount of excuses. We can't give excuses for that. Now, oh, this happened, that happened, COVID-19, Donald Trump is in the hospital, you know, they are planning to send some monkey to Mars. No, all that, forget all the excuses, right? They just didn't show up. The thing with the lone winger tactic I made is that you can even drop strikers or CDM in the position just in case. Yeah, low wingers are not bad. I might want to do an asymmetric tactic very soon after this. My next challenge, the next tactic I'm gonna make is an asymmetric tactic. I love this tactic. Seriously, it's a lot of fun. This is one of those tactics you don't want to play against somebody on in an online arena. Because they attack you, they attack with attacking wingbacks. I'm just going to be smiling with one striker waiting to get between their two central defenders. Especially if they play with the offside trap. This is a tactic waiting for offside traps. We've got a few players doing okay. Right, 32% possession. You know, like me, I've never really cared about possession numbers. You know, you guys should know that by now. What do you think of the Manchester United game? The Manchester United game is... I don't know, man, what to say. It's like one for all. Somebody shouted one for all and everybody left the room. To leave the guy who was shouting by himself. So that's the feeling I got when I watched the United game. So like, Luke Shaw went one for all and they all ran out. Left Luke Shaw in the room like, huh? What? What's happening here? Where's the rest of the team? See, United weren't playing as a team. I mean, you can't blame Luke Shaw. I mean, yeah, there was problems on the left flank, but Luke Shaw is an attacking wingback. He's supposed to go up the pitch. So when he goes out the pitch, somebody's meant to drop back in. And sometimes Luke Shaw will be out of position once in a while. There are going to be times he's out of position, right? You expect players like Matic and Pogba to step in, but was Pogba stepping in? Man, Pogba was like looking out, going, okay, I'll just stick one leg here. So yeah, I thought United just didn't play like a team. I mean, people are going to talk about the yellow card, the red card, right? But look, you can't make excuses for that kind of performance. And retaliation is always going to be a red card. Doesn't matter what happened. And look, if you want to retaliate, why give him a pussyfoot stroke on the face? Should have decked the bugger, man. You should have given him a nice clobber, broken his nose or some shit like that. You want to... And Martial, what is wrong with Martial? Martial is like a wimp. Come here, baby. I'll stroke your face for you. You want to get... You know the laws of the game are clear. If somebody knocks you and you retaliate, you touch them on the face, you hit them on the face, it's a red card offense. So if you're going to touch somebody on the face, make sure there's blood. Don't be a wimp. So yeah, the United team, all kinds of stupid on the day. All kinds of stupid. Look, Lamela did whatever. I mean, I'm not going to go into the camp. I'm not going to defend Lamela because Lamela deserved one too. But hell, man, the rules are very straightforward. Retaliation is retaliation. And Lamela had his elbow up, right? But, I mean, elbows are going up in corners all the time. So, yeah, United play like... United played badly on the day. Okay, we can take off. Haaland is playing beautifully. He's got 2 assists. Salva on the wing-back position... 74, 77. Tonali, he's been Mr. Virus for the last couple of seasons. So we're gonna bring on somebody else. I think I'm gonna give this Cassie a chance to play. Correa can actually play on the left. Salva can be taken off and we'll bring Louis Monti on. Oh yeah, and then the last one is gonna be Mr. Maldini for Mafe. Oh, Pinamonte, sorry. I agree. Screw possession. You play a 4-3-3 and set my AML and MR to man mark the opposite so I don't get overrun. Is it that? Yeah, there's a downside to that, Thomas. The downside is this. When there's a quick counter, you might run into problems because they may not be available for the counter. Because they'll be man marking. However, having said that, it's definitely worth the chance. I mean, I did it in a Champions League match for like 45 minutes, and once the opposition players had picked up a yellow card, I removed the instruction and we went to work. Yeah. Okay, that was a good win. Guys, this tactic is blowing people away, man. Pressing forward, attack. This tactic is blowing. Like we had Okay, we lost to Genoa. Yeah, because Uncle Joe didn't do his homework. Cagliari, we got to do homework. Remember this? Okay. Forget homework. We're not going to do homework. We're just going to play the game. There's no room for homework, man. You can download it by checking the link in the description, man. There's a tactics file. You just look at the link. The folder is there. Every tactic I make is in the folder. Darth Watson, thanks for subscribing to the channel, man. You're absolutely a champion. I want to thank Tim as well for becoming the first guy to use the super chat stickers. How you recommend to play against weaker teams that park the bus? Go wide and low tempo and just move them around, ball into box. Yeah. Just be patient with them. Or have a tactic that draws them out and then hit them over the top, like what this tactic can do. But we gotta have a very interesting match against Cagliari, okay? Because Uncle Joe here, we lost to Genoa already with this tactic because this tactic is all about the counter. And teams that don't want to play that game against me have proven to be quite a problem. Okay, I didn't want to prepare for the game, but we should prepare for the game. Just like a very, very good boy. Cagliari, senior schedule. At home, they lost to Roma. What did they play? They played a 4-2-3-1. Okay. We'll play the game and figure things out. What principle is this tactics? Man's tactics, no principle. At the moment, no real principle. Normally I like to add something, but generally now I'm adding a lot of underlaps to these tactics at the moment because I'm using underlaps to show how they work in the game. Like there's always going to be somebody on the flanks looking for a run coming from somebody in the center beyond them, so they will run forward. So underlaps are meant to pick up those kind of runs. Playing a dangerous game. Exactly. They were playing a dangerous game against a South American. But then, having said that, everybody will take a dive nowadays. You touch my face, I'll go down. You touch my face. Bunch of wimps, man. They should allow for violent football. Let me should have a sin bin, just like hockey, right? Ice hockey. I take my hockey stick, I clobber you in the face. All I do is I go into a sin bin. That's about it. They should allow for that to happen in football. Good old-fashioned blood and gore. See what happened? Whenever I play one of these Mickey Mouse sides, right, they're defensive. Cagliari, what's the point of me going to do homework on these guys? They came up with this tactic immediately, like, hey, we heard he's went to check. We heard that Daljit sent a spy for a training session the other day. Okay. We're not using the tactic anymore. We're going to be using a different tactic now. Is Liverpool's highline the problem? Can they win the league this year? Well, I still think Liverpool are one of the favourites to win the title, but they've got to learn how to play as a unit and a team. And yes, there are going to be problems always playing with a high line. Their high line is a problem, and teams have learned from Bielsa. I said it last season, and I'll say it again. I knew this was going to be a problem for us. See what I mean? This tactic's weaknesses is the flanks, and I just didn't want to do anything about it. Man. I didn't even do opposition instructions to the wingbacks. I just allowed them to come up the pitch. Come on, let's go. Idiot that I am. Now I got to change. My problem is I didn't play to play against the tactic. Alright, so made a mistake. Now I got to change. What did I miss out on doing? The wingbacks, right? If I go narrow, the wingbacks will be drawn out of their positions because we'll be coming up the pitch. Now we're suddenly getting a few more attacks now. All kinds of city. Yeah, Liverpool likes to defend with the offside trap against those wide free kicks, and I've been screaming that this is a problem for Liverpool for a really long time, and they conceded one of the goals from there. But having said that, it's more than just that now. They gotta learn how to show some respect to. They gotta stop believing that they are kings of the world. Okay. It's my wife. She's trying to tell me that I missed out on something. Yeah, I think Jose did a. But that's what Lamela. That's what Mourinho wanted from his team. He wanted them to be fighters on the pitch. People sometimes seem to forget that. I mean, like, this is a game where we are gonna win, right? There's a result that we need to achieve on the pitch. And there's no time for being nice and whatever. You do whatever you can do to win the game. And you gotta treat every single team with the amount of respect, they owe. I think Jose has done well with Spurs. United's lost, man. Oh man, we're getting ripped, man, by this team. We lost 2. We lost to Cagliari and Genoa this season. Defensively. This is the weakness of this tactic, the wide attacking patterns. Three. Wow. I feel like Liverpool, man. I no respect for Genoa. I no respect for Cagliari, and Cagliari have come in there and punished us. Getting punished the same way Liverpool was punished last night. Got no respect for Cagliari, eh? I no respect for Genoa. Genoa beat me. I no respect for Cagliari. Cagliari came and slapped me as well. I knew I was going to be... I did know that all along that this tactic's weakness is the flanks. Definitely. 100%. Okay, wait. You stupid idiot. Why am I underlapping when they got 3 defenders and a DM? Oh my god, it's like the light shone on my head right with 10 minutes to go. The light descended on my head with 10 minutes to go. Why am I underlapping? They've got a DM right in front of that. And they've got these 3 defenders playing narrow. I should be going overlap and wide. Come on, hopefully we can pull something back. Hey FM Jamie. Oh, thanks man. You're enjoying the streams. I'm glad you are. And thanks for your support. Did you ever try to make the 340 Diamond Cruyff set? What do you think is the best of the backline using 2 defenders and libero? I think we can use you can use 2 inverted wingbacks and ball playing defender as well. Can make it work. Yeah. I think Spurs would have won even if they were 11 by 11. Yeah, the way they played. Correct. Wow man, this was a bad performance from us. Okay. That's it. It's the biggest and worst performance ever. So, okay, that's it. That brings our tactical challenge for this month over. But this month we didn't do very well, right? Okay, the previous month when we played this 3-4-1-2, we did quite well. But this month we lost 2, 4, drew 1. Okay, now we've got this October, we got to change tactics. We cannot use any of our previous tactics. Now we're going to come up with a new tactic. We're going to clear... Oh no, we're not going to clear this. We're going to use this as a bedrock, okay? Going to play a 4-man back line. Alright. Then we're gonna have 2 defenders. Sorry, 2 midfielders. Alright. Then we're gonna, for once, I'm gonna make an asymmetric tactic for fun. Oh yeah, this. Wait. I have to think about this asymmetric tactic first. Okay. Inverted wingback on support. Goes this way. Done. Shadow striker. Attacking the space. Trequartista here. I want you to come here. This guy. Roaming playmaker on support. You need to cover a lot of ground. Okay. You. Halfback. You push these 2 high up the pitch. You. Oh, this tactic I'll have to tweak it on the go because I don't know how it's gonna work. Inverted wingback is gonna come this way, so this guy can definitely too deep. We gotta go DLP on support here. Put you here. Turn you into a ball winning midfield on support. Turn you into a DLP on defense. Alright. Turn you to shadow striker. Turn into a complete forward. Turn you into an inverted winger. Turn you into inside forward. Or Raumdauter. Okay. Fullback. Raumdauter, no. I don't have enough support on this flank. But if I turn him into an inside forward on support, his mentality is gonna be higher. If I turn into an inverted winger on support, he's got support here. The Trequartista, shadow striker, inverted winger coming this way. This can be a more creative role. Roaming playmaker, no. Roaming playmaker on support. Alright, roaming playmaker on support. Roaming playmaker. I haven't made one of these in a long time. This is a pure asymmetric tactic. What do you think of West Ham's tactic? I think West Ham were brilliant on the day. Come on, man. West Ham was so good, right? One day, if I was a West Ham fan, if I'm a West Ham fan, I'm like really happy for them. West Ham and Aston Villa. Come on, guys. Last season, everybody had them tipped for relegation. Even this season, people are talking about them being a team that's going to be relegated. Okay, so we're going to go short tempo. Remove this. Right defense, maybe not. Okay, play our defense, possible, because the play our defense is going to bring these 2 guys closer to us. Alright, now we're going to... Let me see. If these 2 guys come into the box, these 2 guys push up high, this inverted wingback comes in here, we're gonna have a really like asinine, like, I don't know what's happening here, man. I mean, I'm just making this all fun, right? This is just one of those crazy ass tactics, right? Okay, we just want to see what happens, man. Okay, shorter passing, counter press, counter, higher defensive line. Oh, this definitely we can go all the way, man. I'll just leave it here at the moment. Because at the moment, my worry is how much space am I going to give up? If I give up the flanks, then these 2 guys are going to be having a lot of fun. Alright, so we're not defending the flanks. Ball winning midfield on support now. Okay, done. Alright, gonna have a ball winning midfield on support. My pressing. Everybody here is pressing. Urgent. And marking tighter. So this means my entire front row is just putting pressure. And this guy is gonna be like a hook. He's sitting over here. Ball playing defender on defend. Ball playing defender on defend. Fullback and fullback. Only problem now is there's not enough support on these sides. So wing back. I don't use overlaps just yet. So we go wing back, wing back. Okay, good. Now these two guys are gonna come up here and support. The two ball playing defenders. Distributed center. Defending narrow. We got 4 of these, right? So we can obviously do this. Where is it? Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Where are you? There we go. Offside trap. Not gonna use it just yet. Now if I push this guy's gonna overload the. Okay, we're gonna underlap. This way through. These guys are gonna make the runs. Now inward, inside, forward, or round the outer. Okay, done. Alright guys. Total asymmetric system. Let's see if it works, right? Okay. SC. 4 2 3 1. Asymmetric 4 2 3 1. Alright. Let's see if this works. Completely out there. What's the best way to use a trequartista on the wings? Right, a trequartista is like a playmaking player. It's not a playmaker in the sense that he'll drop a lot deeper. He won't, and he will arrive late in the box. So you want traits. He's a very creative player on the flank. So you really want somebody attacking the opposite flank. Right, like a Ramdauta on the opposite flank. So you can have a trequartista on one end and a Ramdauta on the other end, but you won't have any flank defense. But these players will close down. You want players that the trequartista can play the ball to as well. And he arrives late as a third striker. So you can do build-up play on one side of the pitch with wing fullbacks and wingbacks. And then you can have like a striker in front that is charging into the box. Maybe a poacher who's nearby. A complete forward who's roaming, and then you have a trequartista who can pick them up, because trequartista is like a wide playmaker. What do you think of Ole? Is he gonna last? Man, I have no idea, man. I think Ole will last because because of Liverpool. They're gonna look at the result of Liverpool's match and go like, hey, at least he didn't get, he didn't do a Liverpool. So at least you should be thanking Liverpool. He still got a job. Yeah, Mark Noon. I know, man. West Ham, come on. Okay, seriously, people are West Ham and Villa are not bad sides. They just have had some. They just haven't learned to play as a team, right? Play for each other as a team. So they've played well. The question now for West Ham and Villa is, can they keep it going? That's all I want. I'm just hoping they keep it going. Makes for a fantastic league. It makes it fun to watch the league, right? So they're a very good team. They play well on the day. Yeah, we just have to regroup. Exactly. We got slapped around like a team that deserved it because we couldn't even show. We didn't even give Villa the respect that they deserve. I'm really, really angry. I was really angry watching the game, and I just, what do I do? What do you do with a result like that? Do you sit back and go, you blame one player? No, you blame the whole team. You can't blame one player. You can't say, well, maybe Jordo Henderson would, if Hendo would have been there, might have played better. No. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, Liverpool just played badly. Oh man, we can come off this screen at the moment. Nothing is happening there. We're just going through day by day. Once we get onto match day, we'll switch over. Yeah, trequartista out wide. I did a wide target man system out wide. That was one of the first things I did on FM. Trequartista, I did it. I think one of my tactics, the 3-4-1, I I created a tactic on Gamechanger where I played with a Raumdaughter. I did on Discord the other day when I was doing Bring Your Tactics. We had a Raumdaughter and a white Raumdaughter. That role, that position where we created a goal scoring Raumdaughter, we can easily replace him with a Trequartista. I can't remember the tactic now, man. My Trequartistas, yeah, Trequartistas are phenomenal. I love the Trequartista in FM 20. I think the other day I made a 4-4-2 on the stream with 2 Trequartistas, right? So yeah, definitely works, man, the game. Out wide or striker? Out wide. I think his Trequartista is out. He's got one Trequartista as an AM. Don't be a United fan and blame the whole team. Blame the owners like United fans. Nah, man, we don't blame the owners. The whole team is at fault. United's is the players as well. Come on. Yesterday, United players were not defending for 90 minutes. I mean, there wasn't this team effort in United. You couldn't even see them playing as a team. It was so depressing, man, watching United play last time. I mean, I don't know what kind of evening my single malt scotch died last night. 2 bottles of single malt. I became drunk. I had to self-medicate. I needed a painkiller last night. I was self-medicating. I'm still self-medicating. Can you believe it? Yeah. It was just one of those bad things. Bad days, right? Bad days. What do you do? Like David Moyes, okay. David Moyes isn't that. This is one of the things I get very sad when I watch football. Everybody had nice things to say about David Moyes when I was at Everton. One failed stint at United and he suddenly becomes the villain. He becomes the worst manager in the world. He's not bad. He knows how to drill a team to be a unit defensive and to achieve. If at the end of the day, the players got to believe it. David Moyes is not a bad manager, right? He's gonna do okay. He'll do okay. He knows how to turn average misfits into a unit, a group of misfits that are gonna fight for each other, right? So yeah, he's okay. He's done well. Yeah, he did brilliantly at Everton. Was your 4-5? I think it was in a hot potato save. Maybe. I think it was in a hot... Oh yeah, it was in a hot potato save. Yeah. It was in a hot potato save. The hot potato show I did, right, with the chat. Hot potato, so many tactics. Okay, yeah. I think it was a hot potato. Okay. Let's hope this works, right? Wow. Let's hope this works. I'm going to the game and we're gonna tweak it on the fly. Alright. We gotta tweak this on the fly, man. Yeah, I think United have a lot of issues. Like, for example, who is defending? That's the thing. Look, Matic and Pogba and the whole team are just not playing. I felt sorry for Ed De Gea, man, yesterday. He was the guy I was like going, oh my god, poor De Gea. He doesn't know where the next goal is going to come from. For Liverpool last night, it was a case of every time they come near the box, I'm going, please don't shoot from outside the box, because it's just going to ping pong off, ricochet off one player and just go into the back of the net. And it kept happening the whole night. The pom pa, it was like, we weren't playing football last night, we were playing caroms. Oh man. It was just fun to watch, man. It's just... Oh, not bad. The movement. Okay, what can we do to tweak this a bit more? We scored a goal already. I'm gonna love this tactic. Wait, what do I want to do? If I go like this, let's try this, okay? Yeah, let's try this. See what I can make it work. Hey, Tim, welcome to the squad, mon. You are the first member. Thank you, sir. Thank you. There's no notification that goes out on the stream. Right. Okay, we forgot to change the match. Ah, man. Sorry, guys. We forgot to change. We can't see the game, just your face. The secret to succeed is and don't block shots. Why is that? Why am I not showing my screen? I'm not showing my screen because I'm having one of those bad days. I knew I shouldn't have been talking about Liverpool United. And thanks for becoming a member on the channel. Yeah, Moyes has not been at the pitch. But you know what the worst thing is? When Moyes is not around, they go and say things like, "Oh yeah, the team is playing better when Moyes is not at the training, not at the stadium." That's such a mean thing to say. A really mean thing to say, man, about Moyes. I mean, he's not a bad manager. He's a good manager. Just had rotten luck at United. He's not the kind of manager that can manage a team like United. Exactly, Jackie Grealish is a very good player. The problem in Liverpool was yesterday they gave no respect where respect is due. They deserve to get slapped 25 times over. They got it. They deserved it yesterday. I do apologize for... We're just going to keep it on this stream. We're not going to change screens anymore. Every time I start talking about last night, we forget something. Grealish is a good player. He needs... Dean Smith has really gotten the best out of him. He's hardworking as well. You know, comes back to help defend. So something else from Grealish yesterday. So what a goal from Murphy! Holy shit! Okay, guys. We are coming together. The tactic is coming together. Look at this, Guerra. Look at where Murphy is. I gotta go. Look at where he is. He's here. Look at him. He comes in and he goes, boom! What a goal from Murphy. That's a hell of a goal. They're not picking him up with his runs. Oh. The secret to succeeding in Premier League, don't block shots, no, take long shots. The secret. Everybody is now going back to the book and going, alright, team in defense, just... But what was wrong with the defending yesterday? I mean, I've never seen so many people turn away from a shot in my life. Okay, every time the shot is coming, you see the defender doing this. I don't hit my balls. I got my future, you know. You don't pay me enough money for me to take a shot in the balls. That's what I was watching yesterday. There's no, I don't get the sense. I don't see players like, you know, putting their body on the line anymore. It's more like, damn, man, you don't pay me enough. So far looking quite good, okay, except for that stupid thing that just happened. We're gonna take off and bring on this player Haaland for Maldini. Okay, that's good defending. And the other thing is Barkley deserved the goal. You see all these players who played against Liverpool last night, players like Barkley, Grealish, they all had something to prove. Barkley was like, man, I'm going to score against Liverpool if it's the last thing I do. And I want to be... And he's now gone down in history. When they write the history of the Premier League, they will always have a chapter for the champions that conceded the most goals in one season. And Liverpool will be there. And Ross Barkley's name will also be there as one of the guys who scored the goal. So, Aston Villa have now just made history. Can you believe it? So if I was a villain, I'd be bloody proud of my team. They deserve, you cannot take this away from them. So every person who comes to me and says, oh, Liverpool was shite on the day, you know, we shouldn't have lost to Villa, you know, with the quality that we have, we shouldn't have lost. No, you don't take it away from the villains, man. Don't you dare. They played well enough to throw Liverpool off their stride. So, Liverpool deserve to lose. Because you have to bring your A game every day in the Premier League. You don't bring your A game, then too bad for you, man. Somebody else is going to bring their A game and you lose. Exactly. I like Grealish. Like the players that could have gone to clubs like Manchester United, gone to clubs like, I'm sure he could have gone to a lot of other clubs. I know there are a lot of clubs courting Grealish at that point. But he stayed at Villa. You know how much of a hero he is to me, you know. I mean, seriously, that guy, I'm going to go out there and buy his jersey, West Ham's jersey. I'm going to proudly, I love Liverpool, but I will always want to collect jerseys of players that I respect. And Grealish is one of those players now I truly respect. Because he has... Yeah. That was a performance. They deserved it on the day. Oh, sorry, not West Ham. Villa. What am I saying? And come on, Ollie Watkins. What can you say about Ollie Watkins on the day? Oh my God. What a dream story for Ollie Watkins. I mean, wasn't he playing for Brentford last season? Right. They go out there, they shell out the money for Ollie Watkins, and this guy knows how to finish. Question is, he's like Bamford, right? Question is whether they can finish in the Premier League. And they go there. Will Liverpool beat Everton? No bloody way. The way they were playing yesterday. Geylang International can beat Liverpool. Singapore national team can beat Liverpool. Liverpool against Everton was a problem for Liverpool also is the injury to Alisson. Let's be realistic. They need Hendo in the team. Without Hendo, they struggle. Right? They don't have that kind of... they don't have the leadership in the midfield. So they need Hendo. They need Thiago. Thiago we can't really say. He only played one game. They need Hendo. They need Sadio Mane. But Jota showed that he can really play on the left flank. And now Joe Gomez is all, you know... Joe Gomez is all kinds of messed up. So against a very well-drilled defensive Everton side, with Doucouré playing the way he is at the moment, good luck to you. Everton are now doing this. Boys, you know how long we've been waiting to be on top of Liverpool? We're already on top of them on the league table. Now let's get one over them at Anfield. And then at Goodison Park. They deserve it. Everton are playing really well. It's fairly exhausting. Exactly. But you see, the thing is, what was Everton? What are teams like Everton? What are teams like Aston Villa, Leeds all doing? They all learned from the Marcelo Bielsa playbook, which is learn how to press intelligently. And they've done that. You put teams off their stride. So they do like a lot of these teams now are operating what I call a split block, where they get the strikers to press. The strikers go on to it's not the whole team, right? People seem to think it's everybody pressing. It's not. Oh my god, Borussia Mönchengladbach has scored a blinder, man, from outside the box. Yes, we gotta concentrate on this game too. Oh, what am I doing? This is stupid, this Simo. We conceded one goal to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yeah. I'm not gonna fear them, but we gotta give respect where respect is due. Everton are playing very, very well. Yeah, he's gonna be a hero, man. Ollie Watkins. Sorry, a hero in a lot of man. That you know how you go to you go to a gift shop, right? When you go to a stadium, there's a gift shop there. They're gonna have this jersey, okay? They'll be selling it at the Aston Villa gift shop. Villa 7, Liverpool 2, with the date and each player's name on it. I guarantee you that much. This is how much of how heroic that team was yesterday. They're gonna sell the t-shirt and it's gonna sell like hotcakes. They're gonna have a jersey, t-shirt. They're gonna do it next season or this season. They've already sent out the order, and I guarantee you, if you go to the Villa shop, it's gonna be on sale. And I'll probably be one of those guys that buys it because they deserve it on the day. So don't take it away from them. Yeah, man. No, correct. But what was wrong with Liverpool? Liverpool didn't show any respect, right? So we didn't have any respect for them defensively. Now I'm like going like, okay, so we have to include Liverpool's coaches as well. Defensive coaches, don't sign them too. Oh man, don't sign Milan's defensive coaches. So we're 2 down, man. I can't change this tactic. I gotta make changes now. What's our mistake? Oh, Ramdaughter. Shish kebabs. Drop. Got too many. I'll make changes now. If we bought FM21, you bought FM21 already. Well done. I'm gonna try my best to get some keys out, right? As soon as I can. Right. So FM21 keys. And I'll just give the keys away to anyone who comes to the stream. I don't know how many keys I'm gonna get. Depends. I'll try and get a few keys in. Finally, we got 1 gold back. Hopefully, we can get 2 more. Yeah, dude, your defensive corner routines. Why do you have only 2 players? You always tell people to do this, right? I want to cry. I want to cry. I want to cry. Look at my defensive corner routine. No wonder we have problems, man. This tactic is different, right? So we gotta... Oh boy. Made some mistakes in my routines. I gotta fix them straight away. Luckily, I noticed this just now. Am I playing the hot potato safe? I'll try and join in. Yeah, I'll try and join in the hot potato safe. Now, Liverpool, I don't think OGS is going to get sacked, man, this season. I don't think so. Because Liverpool did worse than United. So they're going to go like, no, it's okay. It's one of those bad Octobers. Halloween has struck the team. So that's about it. Yeah, they're not going to... OGS is still safe. I know how United fans want OGS to, but who are they going to replace OGS with? Who's available right now that they can bring in? Yeah, we're back in this, guys. A couple of tactical tweaks and we are back in this match. Oh, look at this goal. What a goal, man. Nice. Good breakaway. Thank you, Maldini. The big change was Cassie in midfield because I don't have a player that can a real good ball winner there to win the ball. So we took off the ineffectual. One of my players is a bit ineffectual and we replaced him. I got some weird ass corner setups, man. I got some weird... That corner setup was based on the one that I don't have wingbacks for, remember? I don't have wingbacks in the previous tactic, so we kept the tactic. So I have white midfielders. Monte Cristo, Simeone. I'm gonna have to come off this angle. This TV is, but sideline is better. Yeah. Cassie, how to pin up Monte. Pochettino to United, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think there's so many United players as well. They just live it with the United ownership and the club. What's your biggest win in FM today? I don't know, man. I can't remember. I don't have like biggest wins at the... I mean, I don't know. What? Penalty? Dear Lord. What a save from Donnarumma. Thank you very much. Just leave to one season. That's leave everything but tactics and stuff. Yeah, leave... What? Leave? I don't understand the statement, Jahid. What do you mean leave tactics and stuff? 7-2, 8-2, 5-2, Liverpool, Barcelona, City. What else 2020? Will FM Mobile and Touch be as good as the PC version? Well, FM Touch is as good as the PC version. I'm not sure about FM Mobile because I never really played FM Mobile, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, to be honest with you, FM Touch is just as good as playing it on full fat version, right? In FM Touch, you have less to worry about in terms of training and match tactical familiarity. So it's a great way to play the game if you're in a hurry and you don't want to spend too much time micromanaging things. So definitely, it's a viable mode of playing the game, and I would recommend it for a lot of people. But FM Mobile, don't have it. Never tried it, so I wouldn't know. To be perfectly honest with you guys. SC4231, let's load this one. Make sure that the corner routines are correct because just now all the corner routines were screwed up. Yeah, that's better. Okay. We almost lost the plot, man. We almost lost the plot. Allegri, Massimo. Allegri was a good call. But the question is this, right? Who do United need more? A manager or a new guy at the top? So you changed a lot of managers, haven't had a result. You had Louis van Gaal, you had Jose Mourinho, you had David Moyes, now you got OGS. What's the common denominator in all this? They all spend money, nothing happened. Okay, so what do you change? You've got brought in 195 million worth of players. Who do you change? The person who's hired a retinue of security guards to protect his family and his life. Yeah, we can get another job when we get another job each season, a bit like we leave the club and go somewhere else. We create the ultimate potato manager. Do you prefer to create a formation with the players you have or get players to fit your formation and tactics, which is easier or better? At the end of the day, a formation that you know is the best. Fitting players into a formation is good if you know the game. So it depends on where you come from, how comfortable you are with the game. I am comfortable doing either. This is one reason why I'm doing something like this, a tactical challenge where we keep changing tactics every month. It's just to have fun. So it depends on your comfort levels. So I would recommend that when you're starting out with the game, find a formation that you understand, you like, and try and sign players to fit into that formation. As you get better with the game, then start experimenting with more formations. If you want to become really good at this game, then master the 4-4-2, because there are so many permutations with a 4-4-2. It's just mind-boggling. You know, there's so many. The number of permutations you have with a 4-4-2 is just crazy. So if you master that, you become quite good at the game, because you can play quite well. I mean, you'll have a good idea what to sign for, what kind of players to look out for. So you start with a formation first. That's my best advice. Master that formation, a formation that you like, and then go from there. I've used that advice for lots of people who are struggling with the game, and usually it turns out to be, they've all turned out quite well. I mean, I think I've got some really nice messages I received on Discord with the success stories that people have shared with us last couple of months. Like, I give you one here, right? We got promoted with beat down playing a countering 4-4-2 all season. Then if we got another one, Colin, we did it. My FC Santa Colomo squad pulled it off. 21 seasons of slow but steady progress. Scouting players from around the world and building a squad that has achieved what seemed impossible when I started. Okay, all he wanted to do was play a counter-attacking 4-4-2. And he did it, and he's won the Champions League. See, find something that you like. And I tell you something, there's nothing more rewarding than learning how to develop the system yourself. But if you're the sort of person that keeps downloading tactics, then when things go wrong, you will never understand what to fix. But if you master one formation, at least then you have somewhere to begin, right? Somewhere to start from and go from there. Community journey, hot potato. I think that's a good idea. We can all do hot potato, right? The whole Discord. Whoever wants to take up. But everybody has to change tactics. So we'll see where we end up. We can all start off with a club, right? And why do we do that? That sounds like a good idea. Community journey on hot potato. For the hot potato save. We can start off wherever we want to start off. Anybody can start a save. Or then I'll also join it, definitely. And I'll play as well. And then we can go from there. What am I playing against? What formation am I playing against? Dear Lord, I don't know what to play against. Gotta pay attention to the transitions. I haven't been paying attention. My ball winning midfielder is running a yellow card. That's the only thing I noticed. So early yellow card here. Guerra. Oh, okay, Haaland scored. Player. He's not a ball winning midfielder, he's a playmaker. Okay, that's not too bad. Paqueta plays it out to the wing back. Wing back comes inside and sees, oh my goodness, got players unmarked. That's a good start. Okay. Pochettino for OGS, maybe. Pochettino. Don't think Pochettino has got the personality for United. In my honest opinion, they need a change at the top. And I'm not talking about managers. Talking about Woodward. Because there's been too many changes at United. Way too many changes. It's so unsettling. There's no continuity of the club. There's no vision for the club. They get one bad result, they fire the manager. There's no I don't feel like there's a project. They need to get behind one manager and then let and then they have to I don't know, man. It's a very tough for a club like United. I mean, they laughed at Liverpool when we went through that for 20 years. It took us 20 years to get out of that rut we were in. And now we kind of slapped ourselves on the face one more time. Mike Chiro, Kaka, you shouldn't feel left out, man. Why do you feel left out? Because of FM Touch, right? Network saves is going to affect you a lot, right? Because your friends on network saves, yeah, that's the only thing. Like we have our network, we have our regular get together on Discord where we all play different things. But you can find your own group of friends who play FM Touch, and then you can have network matches with them one-on-ones in Fantasy Draft as well. That can work. In fact, in my honest opinion, right, it's better to play it on FM Touch because there's so little to do. I mean, in terms of training, in terms of schedule, tactics and stuff. Because you can change tactics on FM Touch willy-nilly whenever you feel like it. It's so fun. Because there's no, you don't get a tactical familiarity hit. I mean, I'm getting a tactical familiarity hit right now. Yeah, I know. See, you're joining. Correct. That's sad, right? I feel bad that people are not getting notifications on stream that they are members. I have to find some way of doing that. We'll have to do something. Okay, so let's oh, Jackham, you're back from Australia. Welcome back, man. I don't know if you noticed that. I'm hoping you're listening to the show, but hell, man, my Aussie mates are back. All the Aussies are in the house. Guess what? I'm trying my darndest to get my hand on an Aussie jersey right now. So I've been collecting jerseys, right? So I've got I'm a cheapo, so I'm not willing to pay more than like about £10 for a jersey. So I'm really digging like damn hard to get these jerseys. Like asking friends or like looking for hand-me-downs and stuff like that. So got Croatia's one coming, Sweden's one coming. I think I spent something like about $70. I just want to honor the people who watch the stream and try and get jerseys from your nations, right? So those guys who watch my streams. So trying. I got Portugal. Already got Portugal. I got England. Yeah, slow but sure. I have to get Singapore and Malaysia as well, because we've got Singaporeans and Malaysians watching the stream too. But man, it's like tough, right? It's like a Singaporean wearing a Malaysian jersey. It's like England wearing a German jersey. Such is the rivalry between the two nations. And there shouldn't be any more rivalry. Singapore is basically quite shite now. Malaysia is so much more of a better country. Do you think VVD been a bit complacent? You must be joking, man. He's been damn complacent. He's lackadaisical at the moment in defense. Sometimes I feel that, that tackle he committed when he picked up a yellow card, you just know that these players are just playing badly. And we're just having a chill, man. Chill. The tactic is playing quite well. We don't have to do anything. Mon. This tactic is just, it's on its way, man. It's on its way. We're just taking this team apart. Guys, this could be a match engine destroyer. I suspect. It's not able to handle this our tactic at all. Made a few tweaks to it because the set pieces were all wrong, so that will factor into your. I always tell people this. Some people don't bother with set pieces, and then the set pieces are also factored into the match engine when it does its calculations. All right, 91 minutes. We got Haaland, Maldini. I wanted to turn one of the fullbacks into an inverted wingback. It's going to make this tactic a bit more interesting. Become a very powder keg left flank. Because right now there's a lot of overloads happening on the left flank. Not bad. Completely decimated this team. Let's look at the shots, right? Shots, goals for Milan. Oh my god, why did Liverpool play like this last night? Seriously, you guys could have played like this last night, But to be honest with you, Aston Villa deserved it. Oh man, 3 strikers. inside the box like this. That's nice. I don't really pay attention to this, right? I mean, I to some extent I do, but yeah, I pay more attention to this. This tells me a lot more than this. This tells me at least where, how much I allow the opposition into my third. Yeah, this is not bad. Not bad, not bad. We might still get fired, guys. Let's be close. We lost 2 matches this season. The defending champions of the Serie A. Yeah, I'm gonna just put this tactic, right? SE 4231. We're gonna put this into the folder. Where am I gonna save this? Save this. SE not in downloads, you idiot. Documents. Wonder you can't find it. Okay, this is for you guys now, so you guys can go out and have fun. Alright, so essentially with this tactic, we got this split block going on. We got these guys pressing a lot. I want a trequartista, either trequartista or complete forward. Why? I want to roam. When this guy roams, he opens up space for this shadow striker. He opens up space for this guy, and this guy is quite a creative fulcrum. But he can also come in to score if he's got arrives late in the opposition area. So all of them can score goals. So got multiple goal scoring threats. We want a ball winning midfielder here because we generally want somebody to be very aggressive in this, trying to win the ball high up the pitch. If we get somebody winning the ball high up the pitch, what will happen is you're gonna be able to release 2 players very quickly. Wingbacks, because largely what we want to do is we want players that are positioned high up the pitch so they can support these 2 central midfielders early, not later. Now, we've gone for a very narrow defensive because we want to invite players down the flanks. When they come down the flanks and they lose the ball, guess what? The quick over the top. It's going to release one of these players. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution is very natural because we already have 4 players here. So it's not going to affect our tactic very badly. Most of the time I never play with it. Play our defense is almost, I wanted to play this because we will drop these 2 closer. When I drop these 2 closer to our defensive line, what will happen is there'll be more space for these players. We'll walk the ball through the tiers very easily. We've got players in the half channels. We've got this guy in the half channel. We've got this player playing in the half channel when he receives the ball. Other than that, the only real... This is very half channel heavy. But yeah, it's okay. Not too bad. Right defense is nice instruction if you got players who can dribble the ball. Failing which, what you want to do is remove this. Maybe go ball into box to be more expressive. Alright, so these are some of the instructions. I like what this... Look at this. Touches in the opposition penalty area. Fantastic, man. They're tiki-takaing their way to goals. Okay, I'm gonna upload this tactic so that you guys can have a go. Right when you feel like it. It's probably a bit of a, I don't know if it's a bit of an exploit, but okay, where's my public folder? Yeah, no, the book is there. There we go. Public folder. Tactical challenge tactics. We upload this tactic now. Can we upload a tactic? Can we upload a tactic? Waiting for the damn Dropbox to trigger. Bloody hell, this is taking forever. Yeah, finally. Thank you very much for taking your own sweet ass time. Okay. Alright. What's wrong with Dropbox today? Something very, very wrong with Dropbox. It's gonna take a while there. So coming back to the game. Hopefully it goes in. Once it goes in, you guys can have the tactic. Where do you think Everton will finish the season? Top 4. Maybe above Liverpool. I don't know. Look, guys, this is so depressing. Why do you guys... every time these people ask me this question, it's painful. But look, The last time Everton had a start like this, they won the damn title. The last few times Everton played like this at the start of the season, they finished no higher than second. So, if past history has anything to go with it, Everton are going to finish in the top 2. You can't believe that Koulibaly is still at Napoli. Tell me about it. This tactic is a bit of a match engine destroyer. Can you give us YouTube people a link to the follow? Yeah. It is in the description of the video. You'll find it there. You'll find it in the description of the video. You go to the description of the video and you'll see it there. What's going on with the Dropbox, man? It's taking such a fall. Normally I'm like got 1 gigabit internet speed. Gigabyte, not gigabit. Seems a bit strange. Yeah. Nah. I'm fine. I don't use Mega. But there's a lot of tactics. Will it affect tactical familiarity? God, this whole challenge, man. I play a different tactic every month, and I have to try and win the title. You are still live? Yeah, I'm gonna be going soon because the kids are almost home. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, better switch. Yeah, gonna have to go soon, guys, because the children are almost home, and I'm just making sure that the tactic goes through. Otherwise, I will make sure about it later because apparently, yeah, I don't know why it's taking forever. There could be something wrong. There could be something wrong with Dropbox today. But I want to thank you all for popping in on today's stream. I hope you guys had fun. The tactic will be there. Don't worry. You know, when I say I'm going to do something, I usually do. I hate not committing to anything, but there seems to be an issue with Dropbox at the moment, so it's not really uploading tactics very smoothly. Yeah, so I'll have to do that. Once I come off stream, it'll be there. So if you check in the info, you'll see the tactic there available for you. So I'm going to try and answer some questions. You should try. Maybe try to make a tactic with lower defensive line, lower line. We should have been trying to make one that always get the service between the varieties. No, you can make a lower defensive line tactic work, low line of engagement. Definitely. You can. You see, I have to understand what a low defensive line does. Low defensive line just means you passive attack. That's it. So, question mark is, a lot of people seem to think a low defensive line means my players are going to be defending better. It just means that you're just not. You don't even have counter-attack options sometimes. So it's your line of engagement. That's the only thing that's happening. You have to worry about in this game. Just, I stream on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube, principally Football Manager. Twitch is anything I feel like doing. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be on Twitch, not YouTube. So I keep Twitch for things I enjoy sometimes when I want to do something different. So that will be Baldur's Gate 3, World of Warcraft, maybe Shadowlands, I don't know. More occasionally Football Manager on Saturday when I have to do Gamechanger on Twitch. So that's the other day I do that. Where can I get your custom? All in the folder. Can you explain tutoring to us, cretins? Tutoring is straightforward. Changes personality of a player. It happens, there are 2 ways it happens in the game. One is osmosis, which is just hang about in the squad and they get influenced, their personality changes. That's one way. And that you have no control over. So the other way is you can mentor a player's personality to change if you put them into the right kind of group. So there are three kinds of hierarchy that you want to be worried about. The team leader, influential player. These are only 2 you want to worry about. As long as the player has an average influence over the squad, he will be able to mentor them. So in order for you to successfully mentor somebody, you have to ensure that they are playing in the same unit. Meaning, defenders, defensive unit. They mentor players in the defensive unit. That's the ideal setup. Okay, so then in that case, you have one resolute personality. You can always put in another player who's got an average influence. So you can mix a team leader with a player who has an average influence, and they can mentor a whole bunch of other players there. So you might have a DM, another defender mentoring 2 younger defenders. So that works very well. There's a way to game this presently. Yeah, you can actually generate an entire team of model citizens still. It's still possible to do it in FM20. I'm going to test to see whether it works in FM21. If it works in FM21, I'll announce it. And yo, baby, Baldur's Gate 3. You said it, Tim Clare. It's true. I'm gonna be playing Baldur's Gate 3. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Okay, like many years. Okay, so you guys who are keen to have a fun time just hanging out and playing with me once in a while, definitely look out for me when I play Baldur's Gate. Especially you guys on the Discord. Really, there is not a realistic match engine patch from FM Korea. It's not realistic match engine patch because it's not a match engine from this. It's a Fugazi match engine, meaning that it's a hacked thing. It's hacked, right? So it's not an improvement because it's not supported by SI. So if there is something that goes wrong in your game and your game crashes, or your database gets lost, or you've invested 30 years into a save and you think that this is going to help your players score a bit more, you lose the save. So yeah, I'm definitely not endorsing it. And I know people out there are probably going to go, no, you should because it's better. Look, seriously, did my strikers just miss a lot of one-on-one chances just now? Do my wingers not track back? My wingers track back, my strikers score one-on-one chances, so why do I need to use a Fugazi match engine then? Definitely not going to do. They're playing in the Ukrainian Premier League for Woska is really challenging to win the league because Shakhtar literally wins. Yeah, man, that's tough, right? Because we got this behemoth in the league. So it is doable, but you got to build your club up slowly and you got to do it. Oh yeah, please, I don't take it the wrong way when I said that. I mean, I don't sound unduly harsh, but the reason why I'm not doing it is because I don't know if you guys remember, my heart was broken a few years ago when I was doing. I've never done it again. The China save I did when I used the custom DB, and then the crash happened. I couldn't save it. I sent it to SI. SI said it was a custom DB error, so I could never play that save. And I put in so much. I even went to the extent of getting actual footage from China. Right. So it broke my heart. I mean, you put in all that effort into a save, you done all that work, you gone out there and gotten shots from China, videos from China, you planning such things around the save, and as a content creator, I can't take chances. Yeah. Because it's like painful, man. It's so painful. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in on today's show. You've been a phenomenal bunch of fantastic, wonderful people. It's phenomenal. That's all I can say. Right now, I will be streaming definitely on Wednesday again. I'll also be streaming on Twitch. I want to thank everybody for popping in. I hope you liked the show today. I want to thank Tim for becoming the first squad member of our YouTube little show, and as well as contributing to Super Chat as well. So fantastic. Thank you very much. So you guys, thanks for popping in. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Be healthy. Stay safe. I love you guys. Bye-bye.